welcome to week 5 of our D&D stream. I am Jack, your DM, and tonight we have the regular gang. Katie playing Aelin, Chris playing you, Travis playing Azir, David
Thanks for
playing
having me.
Vincent, Tony playing Ocelot, Christian playing Relentless, and Justin playing Hrothgar.
Yeah.
And last week, despite the things, we actually got minor things done. Everybody got a new magical item of some sort, and also a couple of bonus items were given out to the party as well. And after you had a bit of conversation about the intruders, finding out that the hooded figure was Callie's master, trying to obtain some kind of artifact, and figuring out that Menkafa had never truly planned to pay you for the job and kill you in the aftermath of the fight.
Dick move.
You have been hired by Ravis to go find and kill him.
In
And
bird culture.
Before I got struck by lightning last week, the last thing she did was invite you all to come to the bath and clean yourselves up after that hard battle. You're covered in blood and sweat and a little dirty.
We're about to get a lot more dirty. Am I right, Ocelot? Bath scene. He's not here yet, is he?
He's still taking the
currently
dog
walking
out.
Fenrir.
God damn it.
Did he name his dog Fenrir?
Yes, he did.
If it's not white, he's not my brother anymore.
And that's
So-
officially clipped on the stream. So many connotations.
So she is currently waiting for your response if any of you would like to join.
Are we currently on a map?
Yeah,
Yes.
Wiki token should pop it up.
Well, there's one problem with he has to be white thing.
No!
He's a
Stop!
he's a German Shepherd.
Hey, I just like my idea.
Last time I was in Germany, most of them were white. So.
Whatever.
Oh my god!
Does he have blue eyes?
Heil Fenrir.
Kinda, yeah. How do I add the instrument to my actions bar? Like I have it equipped, but
Does it do like
Well-
a special thing? Like an
Yeah.
action?
It has you have those spells that it has now, right? So here's what you do. You go to your actions tab, and I'll create a new power for you here. And you'll name it the instrument. You can type in the rest of that stuff, and then put all the spells under the instrument. And you'll have to keep track of you using them yourself.
okay.
Yeah, if you drag the
What?
spell under that item, it should stay grouped with that item. And then if you go to preparation mode at the bottom left, you can choose how many times per day you can cast those or whatever.
So she is validly waiting for your response, anybody's response if they would like to clean themselves up after your hard-fought battle.
Yes, I could use a good preening right about now.
Yes, you need to get the eyeball out of your feather. There's some in there.
I accidentally deleted it.
I'll fix it later. Don't worry about it
Alright.
tonight.
You brings his wing up to his beak, craning it down. Oh, I did miss one. Eats the eyeball. Thank you, Izzy.
You'll see Ravis turn around and go, then follow me. She'll head back here through this door. And she'll lead Callie with her as well, even though Callie is still like, what's happening? She's like, don't worry about it, dear.
Kelly dies.
And then she'll walk through this door and leave it open for everybody to follow her. and I'll accidentally only cut a corner.
That's a nice corner.
And this
Not
is where
great.
the snake lady lies in wait to kill us and drown us.
Mainly just Callie.
So as you look into the water, you realize each square adds a depth of a foot.
Well, Azir gets naked and goes straight out to like 5 or 6.
Hrothgar is going to examine his maul and just like dip the head of the maul into the water and try to rinse the null blood off of it. And get down on his hands and knees and splash some water up into his pits and clean his beard a little bit, but he's not going fully there.
All right. What relentless ocelot you haven't followed? What are you guys doing?
Well,
Um,
I'm on this laptop trying to figure out. You have to move my token for the most part.
All right. Are you moving? Are you going to follow everybody?
Yeah, I'll follow everybody.
All right,
You're in the
Justin,
water.
Can you move the token for me?
Yep, it's already over here.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How close to naked Azir would you like to be?
That's fine.
Okay.
Now, Ravis takes off all of her clothes. Not that when she's in this form she has too much on, and just like basically swims into the part where, despite how deep she's standing in, her upper half of her body is still outside of it. She's probably around like almost just over 7 feet tall in this form.
And what does the lower half of her look like for the audience at home?
I will show everyone.
It's a tiger. Bottom.
Yes,
Tiger
it is.
Bottom. Is that her last name?
Tiger bottom.
Reviere's Tiger Bottom.
For continuity's sake, what's your cup size?
In this form, large. Probably at least like almost triple D's. Because her upper half grows out to fill up the proper section.
You
I
say
don't think you
triple D like
understand.
that's huge.
Yeah. Jack, M is a triple D.
Oh,
Oh, then like, I don't know, J's. We'll go with that. How's that?
All right.
All right. Okay.
Look, when she's in the water, they're buoyant, right?
That's new stuff.
Yes. They're real, so they're buoyant.
I like what David said. Octuple Z's. This fucker better clean up his dog's shit. Oh, he will.
Oh my god, that puppy.
Yeah.
So,
My whiskey is empty.
Panic.
He hops like a bunny.
Yeah, he can't walk real well. He has to hop.
Okay, I'm
Less
back in the game
puppy,
now.
more D&D. Thank you.
Well, I wanted to
Ravis.
share.
Ravis is looking out at everyone and goes, so, what is your plan to find Menkalfa?
Well, he wants you dead, doesn't he? Why don't we just stick around here until he shows up?
He will not come back to my lair. He'll wait for me to leave and try and get me when I go out. But I will need time to prepare for that, so I'll be staying here for quite some time.
Do you guys smell that? It smells like bait.
Do you have any leads on where he might have gone?
I unfortunately do not know where his lair is. I know he used to have, I believe he has one in a mountain range, but I do not know which mountain range it is in. And she's sitting there thinking, and she goes, But I do have informants and other ways to track people down. I can possibly locate it, and when I have, give you that information. Until that time, you can try and find him yourself or keep busy doing other quests and things.
I'd say our trust right now is pretty low from people giving us jobs. The first job we took almost got us murdered.
But
Just
you
a
came
little
out
bit.
on top.
Well, I mean, look at me. How can we not?
Yes, you are quite the specimen. And she eyes you up and down.
Normally,
Relentless
people
flexes.
that big need to be on the bottom. Relentless. Just let you know.
Well, I've already carried you enough times.
Mm.
Shots
Quite
fired.
literally.
Hrothgar looks much more comfortable when we were fighting. This conversation's not really as good.
You see one of the servants walk in after about 20 minutes and goes, "The food is ready for those who would like to eat."
Food
Do you
sounds-
have any more eyeballs?
Gross.
She looks at you and goes, "We have a special dish set up." And Callie gets up and walks away and goes to one of the tables with food and begins to eat.
Yeah, sure.
Azir also goes for the food. Is there wine?
Oh God, yes.
Oh yeah, Azir's there.
There is. The food is all excellent. Azir will not want to sit there though.
Is it made of half elf?
I accidentally moved. Wait, no.
There
So
was
as
an
you
insinuation
guys-
last episode.
Come to the table, you realize that the head table is definitely for her, and the food spread on it is different from what everybody else has at their at the other tables.
Different how?
So
She has 2
when
scoops.
when you guys look at your tables, it's all very nice cooked food. It's clearly some kind of cow or lamb or something else. And Aylin's still bathing away.
There's 2 Aelins,
Wait, why
actually.
the hell are there 2 Aylins?
I don't know what's happening with that.
Okay, well, get rid of
Shadow
that
Jutsu!
one. So, and you as you look at the end of the table and walk up, there is a bowl filled with eyeballs. And you assume these are probably also all the other cultist eyeballs. That is the only food placed out there that seems to be directly for you. And yes, all the food is only on that table everyone's at. The rest of it is there's large plates in the center with piles of meat, salads, fruits, vegetables, all kinds of other foods. It's all looks very appetizing and delicious. Anybody who examines the meat can tell that it's not human. It's definitely some kind of sheep or cow. But when you look at Ravis's table, it is all raw meat, and it is clearly human flesh.
Azir goes back to the pool to put his clothes back on because he's suddenly uncomfortable being naked around Ravis. Oh, by the way, I never put my clothes on.
There is a servant who quite literally is like following Azir around, just like wiping up the floor because he's getting water everywhere.
I also would like to point out, for continuity's sake, he spent the entire time in the bath pool trying to float, but he's so drunk that he can't float because alcohol.
Well, Hrothgar is a pretty dense boy. He's got a lot of protein he's put past his beard whiskers. So he's going to do that, and then when he runs out of meat, he's going to eye Kali up and down, and when she doesn't seem to be paying attention, he's going to take advantage of her being blind and try and sneak something. And he'll
Even
he'll
though
wink to
there's
Relentless.
well more food than anybody else can possibly eat at this table, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh dear.
Didn't
For
think
some
this was
reason,
real
my
hot.
barbarian doesn't do this very well. Ah! I'm too
You reach over and take the largest piece of meat she has on her plate, which is like a 6-ounce piece of meat, and you just pluck it right off, and she notices nothing, and just like stabs her fork down a bit, like trying to find some food, and doesn't find that hunk of meat she thought she picked up. You
It's
head-
getting slurped to be around my beard into my mouth.
You picks up his bowl and offers it to the group. Would anyone like one? They're quite tasty.
Grapes? I don't eat fruit.
I was about to go for that.
So,
That's
No,
the sound of
Rothbard.
boxed wine pouring, people. It's about to get crazy.
You ready for adventure now?
These here are some fantastically juicy eyeballs. Are you sure you don't want one?
I think
I was
am.
never a fan of my food watching me eat it.
Really?
Just what are you a fan of? Vincent, is it? I don't know you very well, yeah?
Yes.
There's nothing.
I tend to keep to myself typically.
There's nothing wrong with being watched while you eat your prey. Sometimes she's quite cute.
Indeed, there are exceptions that need to be made.
Oh, naturally, the two animal people like to talk about eating when they spray us alive. Who'da thunk?
Hrothgar nervously reaches for his maul and sets it up right next to him, so he has easy reach of it. I'm just eyeing all the animalistic ones.
What kind of food do I have?
All kinds. Food,
all
what is it, like
kinds.
meats and fruits, whatever you want.
Meats, fruits.
Oh, okay. I am going to play everybody a nice, gentle song after I finish eating.
Nice. What's it sound like?
Let's see how I roll.
Whoa!
Hold on.
Okay, so after Ocelot gets done eating, he stands up, pulls out his new loot, and goes, and he turns around and points to the servants and goes, try to keep up. And somehow you all turn and look, and there's servants, all the musical instruments across the room at the other table, and he plays a glorious orchestra singing about your travels across the desert, getting here, and defeating the jackals and cultists.
Well, Mr. Leopardman, do you mind if I join you?
Sure. The
Yeah,
more the
man, well-
merrier.
And do you have an instrument?
Yeah, I do. I'm proficient in pan flute.
And you hear a pan flute pipe right in and
Yeah.
start to follow in behind.
Booty, booty, booty. Rocking everywhere.
And you guys all finish your meal. And Ocelot finishes his song up. Ravis looks over and goes, I assume you're all going to stay here for the night. It's pretty laid out. And then you'll head back to the city in the morning.
Fine by me.
Yeah, whatever.
And she gets up and she goes, well, I'll lead you to your room. I'm a gracious host.
Before we leave, I want to shake Ocelot's hand, and I'll be like, we should make a band, man.
I mean, why not? We already travel together.
All right, I have an idea for the name.
I'm listening.
Jethro Culling.
I'm in.
Because we like to cull all the jackals in this area, but yet we play a mean pipe.
I was gonna make a pun, but I lost it. Oh my god.
So we're a traveling band of gypsies already. It's been a day.
We should get to the caravan soon then.
Are you calling me a thief?
Well, I don't know. I need to check my pockets. Have you taken anything lately?
No. I prefer knowledge over possessions.
Well, aren't you the lofty kitty?
Yes.
So are we all stuck in this one room?
Yeah, she brings you guys over and goes, "This is the only guest room I have that's currently available, as I've been informed."
Well, Ocelot, didn't you find out that Amir is lonely?
Mm-hmm.
Never did learn what book he was reading.
Yeah, but I could also go to the peasants' quarter and just have an orgy. Hmm.
I would like to clarify that Azir is not sleeping on the rug, he is sleeping under the rug.
Like belly down or on your back?
On my back, with the rug like a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And Ravis goes
I'll
to you and
sleep
goes,
under the
"I'll
bed."
see you guys in the morning then."
Don't
Rough.
wait up, I don't get up early.
Hrothgar, you can have the top of the bed. I'll take the bottom.
No, I don't like heights, and I don't trust what we're doing here, so I'll keep
mean,
an
it's
eye
not-
on the door.
It's a normal sized bed. I just, cat people.
I've got bad knees. Climbing up there, it's gonna hurt in the morning.
Relentless can pick you up and put you down.
Could you guys keep it down? Some of us are trying to sleep.
All right.
Sorry.
So who's going to sleep? Everyone?
No,
Or is-
these
Oh.
red peepers are gonna be glowing in the dark, staring at the door.
I'm
Do
gonna
these
lull
beds
everybody
have
to sleep.
a sturdy headboard that a big bird man might perch upon?
You can perch upon the end of one of the beds. The other ones are pretty close to the wall, so it'd be hard to stand on.
You can
I will
sleep
do
at the
that.
edge of my bed. I'll just take up the top part.
There we go.
It's a massive
I
ass
am
bed.
gonna lull everybody to sleep with a nice song. Booty, 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 rocket everywhere.
So,
I've never been more
Hrothgar,
relaxed.
give me a perception check.
All right, you got it. My peepers.
I'm gonna tune to my loop.
So, everyone else falls asleep, and Hrothgar just stays there staring at the door. And you don't know how late it is, but a couple of hours pass by, and then you hear some scratching on out in the distance, and you're not sure if it's on the wall opposite of yours or somewhere else. Like I don't know if you guys can hear that.
I did. I didn't
Yep.
like it.
And you just hear it like once or twice, and then nothing happens, and the rest of the night passes, and I'm giving you a level of exhaustion because you stayed up all night.
Yep.
It's crab people.
And
I
morning,
think I could. I think I can roll like a con save to try and resist the exhaustion if you don't
oh
mind.
yeah, give me a con save. I forgot that's what it is.
Nope.
But I did want to say that I think Azir would wake up earlier, and especially because of the alcohol, because you can only sleep a certain number of hours with alcohol, and then you have to wake up to pee.
All right. Well,
Just piss the rug.
Because I wanted
I was gonna
to
say he
talk
couldn't
to
let
Hrothgar too.
all right. So Azir will be the first one to wake up. You wake up this morning. Hrothgar is still awake. It's hard for you to tell because he's sitting in that corner and the helmet's glowing up. Eyes are glowing red, but he has the maul in his hands, so like he could spring up at any moment for anything.
I'm gonna slowly wake up and use the restroom, and then come back. And
The helmet
just-
tracks your movements.
Oh, Hrothgar, is that? Are you still awake?
Aye, I heard a scritchy scratch last night. I don't know what it was.
I assume it's one of the two cats. They have to sharpen the claws somehow.
No, they were fast asleep. It wasn't them.
I mean, our host is a really big cat too, so.
Yeah. It really bugs me. She's not a snake lady, you know? I was looking to smash a snake.
Have you? It's very strange. I've lived in this area for a very long time. I've never seen so many cats in my life.
Well, I think that's like if you get one or more, they start to, multiply something.
I must say, I'm not too fond of the amount of cats we've seen either.
Everybody, give me perception checks for waking up.
Well, I don't want to hold up your bladder here, Azir. If you need
I
to
did
go.
already go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
I did say that. But the question I wanted to ask you, Hrothgar, is you seem to have also, when you mentioned before that you're the last of your people, I know how that feels. And I was wondering, what do you want to do about that?
Well, that's a rather heavy question first thing in the morning for a dwarf who hasn't had any sleep, but you've got a nice head about you. I think I could trust you with it. This barrel on my back, I'm trying to learn how to brew because the brew hammers, that's their trade. And now that they're all gone, I feel like the only way they live on is through the brew. But I haven't figured it out yet.
I would be glad to help you, my friend.
You seem really good at the drinking. So that's
I did not used to drink, but I hope one day to come up with an answer of what I need to do about my situation. So maybe one day the drink will tell me, for the liquor knows all.
okay. He just kind of nods at you, but he doesn't understand what you're talking about.
That's fine. He starts drinking again.
Okay.
All right. So you wake up. Vincent never rolled, so he's still sleeping. Callie and you get up as you guys are having this conversation. And then a few minutes after that, Ocelot gets up, and then another minute or two later, Aelin, Relentless, and everybody else wake up.
Good morning,
You-
everyone.
I thought we decided you were gonna change your name.
No, it tests well with the audience. They love it. It's a fun goof, so we're gonna keep doing it.
I am you.
All right. Relentless
God,
is
I-
going to move over to the. He's going to move over to the carpet and start stretching like cats do first thing in the morning.
Are you clawing the carpet when you do that?
No, I have control, unlike you.
I haven't clawed a damn thing.
How about
I've
that
seen those
lock?
posts.
Similarly, you stretches his wings, preening the feathers.
Good morning, you.
Good morning, Relentless.
Sleep well.
I did. And yourself?
It was a little crowded, but all in all, okay. Beds need to be bigger.
I was happy with my roost. It was quite comfortable.
Aren't your kind nocturnal?
We, in your words, I suppose you would call it a cat nap. We are asleep, yes, but ever vigilant. We're always listening.
And always searching for more eyeballs, I bet.
They are the tastiest. It's a sweet snack, a luxury, if you will.
I can't find a picture because I was going to use a picture, but to describe the way I was sleeping, like the bottom half of me was on the bed, and then it trails down, and my face is like laying on the floor. You know, that real awkward cat sleep.
Droopy cat.
Yep, droopy
You got a
cat.
case of the droopy cat. Just don't get the double droopy cat.
Scientifically proven, cats are liquid.
Truth.
And
Fact.
about this time, you guys hear a knock at the door, and then it opens up, and Ravis is in the hallway, looking in. Clearly a little too big for this door. She goes, "They've prepared breakfast. I figured you'd like to eat before you get on your way." And then she walks away.
All right, grubs on. Let's go.
More and more you talks about eyeballs makes me want to try one. They're magically delicious.
Do you need me to move you, Sensei?
They pop in your mouth like grapes.
That's disgusting.
It's like the worst thing about Kill Bill when she steps on the eye. I'm like, ew, it's between your toes.
Ooh, don't step on that.
Relentless, did you say something? I thought I heard you say eyeballs as we were walking in here.
Yeah, by the way, Chris, you is no longer neutral good. He's
You
neutral.
think?
What if I then altered
Exposed.
to?
All he did was eat some eyes. I'm not seeing a problem.
Yeah, he also worships Baal, the god of murder.
I'm still not seeing a
Spoilers?
problem.
Hold
No,
on.
He announced that. He announced
You
that.
call it god of murder. He calls it god of eugenics.
So,
Exactly.
to that point, though, murder is a necessary part of survival. My job as a cleric under the god of Baal is to assist people. How is that not good? I help and I heal.
All right, I'm going to counter that point by saying that I'm 28 and I have yet to murder someone.
But
It's
have you
your
really needed that part as a survival?
desecration of enemy corpses, eating their eyeballs, eating forms of sentient flesh
Hey,
is
hold
not
on.
something good
When did I-
creatures do.
When did I desecrate?
Listen,
That's my ul-
Azir. Azir.
That's
Murder
my
isn't
question.
inherently evil.
You'll get good back when you prove you're actually a good character. I just have not. I do not believe it right now.
So am
Bird
I
has a point.
neutral evil then?
Burn down
No, you're just
one
you're
orphanage.
true neutral. You
True
lean
neutral.
towards good, but you're.
You know what? I'll take that. I'm not going to fight neutral.
Yeah, you're not evil.
Look, here's how you fix it. You just burn down an orphanage.
Really, that takes a lot of burning off society. I
Yeah,
can't see how that's
exactly.
not good.
Stop.
It's
Stop.
good.
Back up.
It just depends on how you look at it.
So, anyways,
Any
everybody eats a nice hearty breakfast.
Relentless is going to try an eyeball.
Rothgar will too.
Azir's
Well,
going to
if
watch their
everybody's doing
reaction.
Aelin silently shakes her head at them.
I'm gonna kind of hold it and like it's like a dare between Relentless and I. Like I'm holding it in my meaty little hand and I'm kind of looking around. And I also say something to Azir. You seem kind of young for a human, even. The 28, did you say?
That was out of character.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
He
I won't say
looks
that.
pretty old, I believe. All right, everybody who's eating an eyeball who isn't the Aarakocra,
Constitution checks.
yes, give me Constitution checks.
What? This is a part of it?
Oh god.
I got a strong constitution. I don't throw up.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
What the shit?
You okay? So Hrothgar and Ocelot, you put it in your mouth, and when you go to bite down, you're just like, gross, and you spit them out. The texture flavor feel in your mouth is just absolutely, it disgusts you. And he spit them out. Relentless ups his into his mouth, chews on it, and swallows and goes, that was actually pretty good. A little grape-like with more juice on the inside, I guess.
A bit more pop, if you will.
Yeah, that's how it is. And I'm also fixing your name. I don't know why it has those dashes in it.
After
Well, I'm
watching
ha-
that happen, Vincent chuckles to himself and continues eating his bacon.
Relentless is going to ask you, so do the different color eyeballs taste different?
Sometimes the biggest difference is in their host, the creature that it came from.
So different creatures have different tastes.
That they do.
Interesting. And he fiddles with his yarn ball in his hand. What did you
Azir
think,
continues
Rothgar?
drinking his mead and small piece of bread.
I don't think I like the idea of it looking at my tongue and shit. So it's not for me. I'll have some of that bacon, Vincent, if you're done with it.
I wouldn't say I'm done, but more than willing to share.
Alright, I'm actually gonna scamper down here with my new boots. And take some off the table and then run back up.
So as you guys finish your meal, Alma walks in, and Alma and Ravis are talking. And Ravis looks over and goes, so, to help with your search to find Menkafa, Alma will travel back with you to Memnon, and she'll use the trade network to gather any information. If she finds anything, she'll bring all the information to you, so that you can head out on where he looks. Also, this will let you know who you can trust and travel with. You'll always have their assistance as long as you stay in my good graces. Anybody going to say anything?
Having someone that we can trust is definitely a plus, considering what we've had to deal with in the past.
That one.
Excellent.
Right, more ills.
You'll leave. You guys can leave whenever you're ready. I wish you luck on your journey, and keep me informed, Relentless. And she holds up her stone of sending and taps it a bit. And Relentless, in your pocket, you feel a little vibrate, shake, and you look, and you reach in and you pull out. You weren't here last time, but she gave you, because nobody else would take it, another stone of sending. So once a day, you can send a message to the other stone of sending. And she would like you to keep her informed every few days if you find anything and how your search goes for him, especially when you get to him. And you pull the stone out of your pocket, and it just repeats what she just said to you.
Understood. Thank you very much.
She goes, I have several things to attend to now, so have fun on your journey. And she turns and she walks away and goes through the double doors.
So we're down one cat, 2 to go.
You can't see me, but I'm doing that finger eye thing.
What? She probably just had to go use the litter pen.
I can use a fucking toilet. I'm not a heathen.
It's better than using a rug. Am I right?
I didn't use a rug.
That you know of.
Why am I upside down?
The side balls have a latent effect. Giving you the
So
rum.
as Ravis walks away, Alma is looking at you guys, and it's just like, so whenever you're ready, I guess.
Yeah, I'll lead the way. I don't want to be in front of you.
She like kind of like looks away from you. She's like,
I'm staring
as you
right at
wish.
her. Eyes of Sauron are on this bitch.
Yeah. She's kind of like shyishly looking away. Like your gaze is not something she feels comfortable with. She goes, "All right, and then let's go." And she walks out of the room. Everybody following her.
Mm-hmm.
Azir sighs very loudly as he starts walking out of the room.
Yeah, I don't know how you eat so many eyeballs. That was pretty gross.
I suppose it is an acquired taste for others.
That's a pretty good bar trick, though. Maybe we could make some money at the next tavern.
All right, and you guys all walk out into the blazing sun and desert, following Alma up to the cart you guys have that's sitting outside. Ocelot, would you like to get on your horse again and take it yourself?
Of course.
All right, give me an
Of
animal.
course, a horse is a horse.
All right, give me your animal handling check.
Also,
And
what
who's-
was the horse's name again?
Horsey the horse.
Who's leading the cart?
First of all, I feel like I should have gotten a repertoire with my horse by now.
Hang
But
on.
I get on him backwards. Apparently, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
So, who's driving the cart?
Did Relentless do it last time?
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
I can drive it again.
Relentless,
my-
give me.
I'll take my spot on shotgun with him.
All right. Relentless, give me a animal handling.
I'm just calling it now. If I fail this animal handling, I'm doing strength and I'm making it my bitch.
So, you guys get out there, and Relentless just straight up grabs the reins, and the horses jerk around a bit and holds them down in place, and he's like, shh. And they kind of jerk around a bit for a minute or two, but he gets control of them. Ocelot goes, I'm going to show him how to do it to himself. And he gets up on his horse, and he's like looking around, and you hear everybody giggling at you, and you realize you have mounted your horse the wrong way, and it
Yep.
starts walking off into the desert.
Host connection lost.
And I'll be back in a minute.
Bam, 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 bam. Host connection lost. Time to go commercial break.
Gonna take a 5.
Yeah, everybody's got 5 minutes.
I'm taking a wee.
Hey everybody, how you like the story so far? It's pretty good, right? I got to eat some eyeballs. It's a great way to stay in shape.
Hey, Relentless. Hey, Relentless.
Yes.
So but while we're on this little 5-minute break, before we head out, while we're still preparing the cart, Azir walks up to you and is just like, "Hello, Catman."
Yes, Azir. Can I help you?
I actually had something I wanted to ask you. You know, like what brings you and Callie with here to this part of the world? Did something happen to you?
In short, yes. Callie's master has betrayed and went against the code that we have, and we are in search to find the true meaning of why he left, and if the accusations are in fact true. But I think it's safe to say, after our last encounter, that the rumors may in fact be true. But we don't know for sure until we can talk to him.
But if it turns out that this man betrayed you and Callie and hurt you, how will you handle that?
He is not my master. That is not my choice. My job is to protect Kali. So if he needs to die in order to protect Kali, then that's what needs to be done.
So you believe that betrayal can sometimes mean that you must kill the betrayer.
If that is my job, then yes.
I will think on this.
Relentless.
Yes, you?
Why do you serve your temple?
I didn't have much of a choice. It was
What
the
do
only
you
thing
mean?
I ever learned. It was the only thing I ever knew. It was my family.
So you were born into the temple?
To a degree, yes. I did have a family, but the temple gave me purpose. After being a mercenary for so long, I needed to find a way to own my skills. And I needed work. And eventually the temple itself is on another plane, and I was on a job that my master also left. And I wasn't quite sure why. And when I went to ask for another temple and see if they may have possibly seen my master, that is when I found that there were several masters that had all left and possibly deserted and betrayed their temples. So I set upon this quest myself, along with Kali, to find the truth behind what happened, along with the job of protecting her. But protecting her is my utmost charge.
Well, should you consider serving another temple? I've seen you fight, and I know my God would be most pleased with what you have to bring to the table for offerings.
I'm back to the top.
Unfortunately, it may come to that, but I have murdered a lot through self-defense. But I will not go out of my way to serve a greater being for the pure sake of killing. I only kill in self-defense.
You need not kill for contract or kill for pleasure. The fact that you take that life, simply give thanks to the Lord Baal. That is all we ask.
Seems a rather simple request for a very powerful being.
The deceased service payment. Your servitude goes to further his goal, to his light.
And what if I decide to stop making offerings?
Hmm.
That's what I thought.
Those that have fought in glorious battle throughout their years as a beacon of Baal, those that are no longer able to fight, to take up arms, they are not struck down by Baal. They are granted peace in the afterworld, strength for eternity, and veritable immortality. These are the teachings of Baal.
Everlasting life does not interest me. I feel everything has to have balance. There's life and there's death. Both are inevitable. And personally, I don't believe that something that powerful will just let one of their contributors off the hook that easily. Immortality seems to be the way that he keeps you on the hook, so that way you can keep making offerings. I would not to be in constant debt to a powerful being and never be able to perish.
Tales do not tell of immortal servitude, but immortal peace. Your own realm to world to enjoy the pleasures, the flowers, the sweetness, the eyeballs.
The eyeballs were pretty delicious, but there's more to life than chomping on delicious eyeballs.
Indeed, and I believe we have a quest to continue. Walks over and sits in the back of the wagon.
Okay,
We're still missing people.
that's fine.
Okay.
So you guys complete a day's travel. You pass the oasis where the jackals attacked you. You're still not at the main road. You know you're about maybe half a day from the main road, and then another probably day and a half travels away from Memnon. So you set up camp for the night. There's no map for this one. And who's taking what watch?
I'll take second.
Take first watch.
I'll take
take-
first with you.
Third.
And I'll take the final watch then.
All right, the two people who are taking the first watch, what are you guys doing? Keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I find a high place, perch up, and just gonna scan around. In
I do the same
two.
thing, kind of like underneath of him.
All right, give me perception checks.
My fantasy ground's force closed, so
I
still
got
trying
it.
to get back in.
It's okay, Azir. You can just be asleep. I got this.
It's a pretty good roll.
I mean, I'm an owl. I
Just
feel like I should be good at watch out here.
Azir got a total of a 4. So
Azir falls
you
asleep.
is scanning the horizon. And Azir's just sitting under where he is, just kind of
I'm
looking
deep-
out. You see
I'm
anything?
deep in thought.
Yeah, deep in thought, drinking every so often. And your shift passes without anything happening. Second shift, what are you doing?
Oh wait, I did want to talk to you.
All right, then. Sorry, go ahead.
I just want to be like, you. I do have a question for you.
What's that, Azir?
What does your god say about vengeance? Should it be taken, or should I do what other priests have told me to do and turn the other cheek?
Vengeance is okay. It is the end result that Ball seeks. The finality of life. I understand that you fight for honor. Is that right?
On occasion.
On occasion, I see you throw the glove.
It depends
At
on
a
who I am
jackal,
fighting.
no less. But a jackal? What do they know of honor?
All creatures know of honor, except for one.
Which is that?
People.
Do not some people know honor?
Some, in
Or-
my experience, but the most are more likely to stab you and your friends in the back.
Hmm. Humans are strange creatures. I did not know that they lack honor.
Is Jack back?
Yes,
Did
Jack's
he-
back.
Yes.
Yes.
I am at an impasse, you, and I do not know whether I should hunt down my oppressors or whether I should continue my life as it has been for the past few years.
I believe that hunting them will give you peace. That if you see them die, you understand that your torment is over and that it cannot be done to another.
Well, I thank you very much for this talk, you.
I think also it would do more good to end them than to allow them to hurt the others, or any other.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna say that the watch ends.
Second shift. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do my job.
All right, then give me a perception check. You got the eyes of a raven looking out among the desert, and nothing of interest happens.
Good job, David.
Third shift.
Woo, go team.
I'll take it.
I'll
believe
just do
her-
my job too.
Ocelot, what are you doing?
Just paying attention, looking out.
All right, both of you give me perception checks.
God damn it. You know, for a skill monkey, I'm bad at this.
I feel like Ocelot is studying the anatomy of his horse. Like, how did I mess this up?
So, Aelin seems to be doing patrols and keeping an eye out, watching. Ocelot, you're looking your horse up and down and just kind of confused. You're just like, all right, so I think I got it. And then, like, you walk away from your horse and you tune your new lute and you're messing with it a bit. You look around a bit, but the night passes and nothing happens.
Hey,
Fourth.
super quick on a side note. For me, I'm probably personally gonna have to cut it early tonight. But like, keep playing, and David, if you need anything,
That's
David
fine.
can turn around and do whatever.
Yeah,
he wants.
because you can always watch the stream.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he can leave his stuff open. If you need a roll, I'll just do it on his computer.
The DM has access, so he can roll for him too.
Yeah, I can do all of
Okay.
his rolls. All right. Fourth shift.
It's just me by myself.
Doing your job.
Can I stay up and sit with him?
You can, but you'll get a level of exhaustion.
Fine.
Actually-
I'll go to sleep.
You can, and you have to roll a Constitution save against it.
No, I'll just sleep then.
All right. You sure?
No, I'll stay up.
All right.
I was gonna say, you guys harped on me for abandoning my friends.
So, Aileen and Relentless, what are you guys doing? Boop. Aileen, what are you doing?
I'm still gonna just keep watching.
All right. Give me.
All you're watching is the muscles. My.
Look at them glistening next to the
The
fire.
soul.
So, Aileen, give me a
Swole is my way.
Constitution save.
Can I assist her?
No, you cannot.
But I talked to her and kept her up.
Well, she made it, so don't worry about
That's
it.
the
You
problem.
do not
Exactly.
a point of exhaustion.
Yay.
You somehow muscle through it.
I
Yeah.
have to,
But
I have to
you
tell you guys,
do-
I'm a little sad that the dwarf failed Constitution where
I know, that blew me away. I was like, yeah, he's
I'm a
got
sad
this.
panda right now.
So, Relentless, as you notice the night going on, she's paying more attention to, like, she seems a little more tired, and she's keeping lookout a bit, but she's like glancing over at you in the other tent. And you look out and keep watch all night, and nothing seems to happen. God, I thought that would take away your exhaustion.
Woo, long rest.
Yeah, another one. I don't know why I gave it to you guys, but whatever. All right, morning comes.
Yeah.
You get the carts together, and you head back out. Who's keeping watch?
Well, I had the last shift, so if I stay up and man the horses, am I going to get a level of
You had the
exhaustion?
last shift, so you're awake and you're fine. No exhaustion.
Awesome.
I'll take watch.
Anybody else?
Is this just someone watching while we're traveling, or what?
Yeah, this is look out while we're traveling.
I'll take a look at while we're traveling.
Yeah, I think Vincent was in shotgun position.
He was.
That is my go-to spot. I like observing.
Okay. Both of you give me perception checks.
Ooh, nice.
What?
I can see everything.
Ain't nothing getting by us.
Jesus.
So allies and Raven Eyes over here keeping watch. And as you travel down the path throughout the day,
Bad birds for life.
you guys all get to this pass. You can put yourselves, imagine, if you would, use your imagination. Oopsie. Can't do it perfectly, but this is like the cart.
Do I get on my horse the right way this time?
What would you like to describe it to me and then roll an animal handling?
I put a foot on the one stirrup and I throw my leg the other side on the over it, but I make sure that I'm facing the same direction as the head this time. And I try to just kind of hop up on there. Finally!
You do. You hop right up on Horsey the Horserer, and you hear this, like you did something good.
After a night of
Finally.
study, you've nailed it.
I know where the head of the horse is now.
I give him a proud nod.
Okay. Everybody else, put yourself in a position.
Are
That's
we
like
still
on the cart.
Okay.
Yeah. You're on or in the cart or
Well, put me in the front of the cart with Vincent next to me.
there
That
you
square
go.
up that
You and
square.
Vincent, that's like the front
Yeah,
of it.
Where's Alma? Is she still with us or no?
Oh right, I forgot to put her on this map.
We already have too many people. It's fine.
So
I like
as
to. I like to know where the elves are. If she's being stealthy, I want to make sure.
as
that-
you're traveling down this road, Vincent and you both see 3 creatures walking towards you.
What do they look like?
They look like beetle people with 4 arms.
Ant people? Yeah, I don't know.
Ant people.
Yeah, and they come to a stop.
Fucking crab people. I told you.
You did call it.
About
DM,
yes.
can I make a type of roll to see if I know what these things are and if they're intelligent or not? Because I'm a native to the area.
Give me a history check. At advantage. You know exactly what these things are. You know they're Theracrin. They're an insectoid race that live in deserted areas. It's pretty rare for them to like approach people. They usually keep to themselves. You do know that anything that isn't one of them, they usually see as food, but they will not go out of their way to attack people unless they know they have the advantage, and only if they're hungry enough to want it. You also know that elven flesh is their favorite.
Well, I communicate most of that, not the elven flesh part or the food part in general. But I tell the group, Azir says to the group, he's like, so these guys are whatever the DM just said they were.
You also
Nailed
know it is they do trade with people, but they never go into a city. It's like maybe a caravan or two, and it's
Okay.
like for food or supplies.
Vegeta's wares.
These people, they do have a society. They are not just monsters. Let us see what they want first. We should not attack them unless they attack us.
I'm out. I'm down.
That's fair. Relentless is going to release his reins and prep a grapple reaction.
All right, they stop about 40 feet away from you guys, seeing your cart, and you can hear the clicking of their insect-like jaws going back and forth with each other, just communicating. And then one of them steps up in front of you guys a bit, and he takes his spear and he pokes it into the ground. And he makes like a hand shape, and then makes an insect-like hand shape. And he puts like a circle in between them.
Is it possible that I can do an insight check to see what his intentions may be?
Yes, you can.
I'm pretty good at reading body language.
You understand he wants to trade.
I would
relay that
also like to do an insight check.
Okay?
Sorry. Never
I will
mind.
do one as well.
You think he's doodling on the ground.
You
Vincent,
don't
you
know.
understand he would like to trade.
I'm gonna hop off the cart and stick my staff into the sand like he did with his spear.
And are you going to do anything?
Kind of waiting for him to make the next move.
He's waiting for you guys to respond. You haven't said anything to him.
I'm gonna ask Azir if he speaks a regular language that isn't clicks?
That is
You're
a
asked
damn good
Azir?
question.
No, you know that they can understand usually common, but they do not have the ability to speak anything but their own language, and that the way he's doing is their usual way of communication.
Okay. Yeah. They cannot they cannot say anything in our tongue. Their mouths do not work. But they do know what you are saying. So you may talk to them, and they will gesture back at you.
Okay, I'm gonna let them know that we would like to trade, and let me know what I need to roll to see if I can understand their response.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Man, you should just give me the arch class of guide at level 3.
So you walk out in front of them and you take your staff and you stick it into the ground, and you draw a human hand and then an insect hand, like holding together, like shaking in agreement that you're willing to trade, and it understands. And you hear them all clicking. And the other ones walk up a little closer as well, and they're rummaging through their bags for supplies and wondering if you guys have anything.
Love
You know
you.
what? Hoping that you guys will also
I
get
love
things
you.
to trade. I love her more. No, I'm joking.
I will tell you guys that they probably want to trade for material things. They do not go into town very often, so it is very rare that they are interested in coin.
Vincent, you seem to have a good rapport with these creatures. Maybe they may have something worthwhile to us. And what I'm going to do is drop my jeweled egg into the party sheet for you, Vincent.
Just you can roll it from your thing if you want. If you're gonna let him use it.
Roll it from my thing. What do you mean?
Oh right,
Already
guys
used
haven't
it.
identified it.
What, the jeweled egg? I already used it. I opened it up, and there's a little relentless inside, and I got like some perk for 12 hours or something.
Yeah, you know it's reusable.
What? Okay, did I retract my statement?
So do you open the jeweled egg?
I will hand it to Vincent and allow him to open it.
All right, Vincent.
I'll open it up.
The jeweled egg opens with a figure of you inside. The figure stands in a defensive pose, taking attacks and brushing them off, standing there with marks on the figure. For 12 hours, you have advantage on constitution checks and saving throws.
And that would have been great for those eyeballs.
Cool. I'm gonna talk to the party real quick, see if anybody has anything they want to barter with, so I can
That
see
has-
if we can get them a good deal.
That has been identified in your list, Relentless.
I see that. Thank you. I'll let the party know the jeweled egg is now a jeweled egg of reflection.
I mean, I have a normal loot, and I have a disguise kit that I'm happy to share.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to put into the barter?
I personally don't have anything to offer.
Me either.
I have an extra dagger and a short sword that I'm willing to barter away.
That's not true, Justin. You have a helmet you could barter.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take
I'm
those
not willing
things along with my potion of climbing that I've got, and we're gonna lay those items, like show them to them, and see what they have that they would like to offer in exchange.
All right. They pull out a glass blowing tools, forgery tools, a deck of cards, and what was this last item? I accidentally deleted the things we're supposed to have. Sorry. So I'm trying to find them again.
It's all good. No worry. I know you'll get them.
So deck of cards, and what were the other 2 items?
Glass floors tools and forgery tools.
Forger tools.
I can tell you right now that Azir is very much wants the deck of cards and thinks that the forgery tools could be very useful.
I'm gonna use my detect magic ability and see if I see any auras coming off of any of these items. Like they might be disguised as a normal item. The bugs might not even know they're magical.
So they have pulled out 20 arrows, a cask of golden glump, which you can clearly tell is some kind of ale, the forgery kit, glass blowing tools, and playing cards. The playing cards are glowing.
All right. Let's see. Azir, you said you were interested in the forgery kit and the cards.
Yes, I would like to use those cards for my magic.
All right.
I actually really want the forgery kit as well. So that we'll deal
I
with
don't
that in a minute.
particularly want the forgery kit for myself. I just was saying it would be very useful for the group.
Oh, okay. I actually really want it for myself because of the kind of things my character does.
Okay. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna gesture towards the cards and the forgery kit, and let them know that we would like to trade for those items and see what they would like in return.
All right, and what have you guys put up?
Right now
Mhm.
we have a sword, a dagger, a potion of climbing. Was there anything else anybody threw in?
Put the sword, dagger, potion of climbing into the party sheet.
How do you add things to the party sheet?
Just drag and drop it from your inventory.
All right. There's a loot. And I guess a rapier. Yeah, keep that.
So upon seeing the short sword and dagger, they reach out and they pick them up and they inspect the weapons, holding them over, seeing that they're nice and they're not too worn out. And one of them picks up the potion and like pops the top off and takes a sip, so he can identify it. And you hear some more chattering, and he reaches out with his hand and hands over the deck and the forgery kit.
All right, I'll go ahead and take those. I'm gonna just give the forgery kit to Ocelot, because he seems to be the one that wants that, and then go ahead and let them know that we're good. Shake hands, we'll part ways, and then I can grab Azir so we can talk for a moment.
All right, take the forgery kit and the deck out of the party sheet.
I also would like to walk up to them and point at the cask of golden gulp and just be like, that item is not really worth like a weapon or anything, but if you're interested, I am willing to give you like 15 gold for it.
You make like hand gestures that you want it, and you pull out the
Well, they
the
can
gold.
understand me.
Yeah, but I mean, you know that they understand common, but not all of them understand common. So
Oh,
you're not
okay.
100% sure if they do. So you make the proper hand gestures, and you hear clicking in between them, and the center one holds out the thing, holds out the cask, and holds out its hand for the gold, and you place the gold in his hand and take the cask. And you hear
All
more
right.
clicking. They seem to be quite pleased.
All right, cool. I dropped my gold in my inventory to 15, and I carry the cask, and I walk with Vincent.
Ocelot, you going to take that forgery kit?
Yep. Do I drag it? Oh, okay. Okay, guys, this is where I'm gonna head out. I will watch the stream. Bye.
Good night, man.
Good night.
But
You can take the cask.
Is Vincent talking with Azir privately or something?
No, they're both like here talking. You guys are like, no, you're up to them because you have to be within enough distance to actually trade items.
Yeah, we were parlaying with them when I said I was grabbing Azir to leave. It was more I'm saying goodbye to the bug people, letting them know they can head on their way.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh well, I wanted to intercept you before you did that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You said that they had a glass blowing kit, but no one wanted that, right?
Yes.
nobody said they'd take it.
Okay, so I'm gonna scamper up behind Vincent and kind of tug. What are you wearing? Robes or something? Tug on your clothes.
Wearing leather armor with a cloak.
Okay, I'll tug on your cloak.
All right. I'll turn around. Yes.
I am holding in my hand. I take it off from my neck. It's a necklace that is made from the claws of a young cave bear that I slew single-handedly as a child. And I hold that up, but I won't look at you. And I ask you if you would trade that for the glass blowing thing for me.
You seem reluctant about this. Are you sure?
The skill is what got me into my clan proper, but now that they're gone, I think these glass blowing kits, if I learn how to use that or somebody does, I could bottle their brew. So this is the end of an era, I think, but maybe the start of a new.
All right. I'll make sure we
Uh,
get you that glass blowers kit.
I'm gonna shove the necklace back at Hrothgar, and I'm just gonna turn around and start talking to the ant again. And I want it to be very clear to Hrothgar that I'm not trading his necklace.
You've
Okay.
made it quite clear.
I want to pull out like a small pouch of metal ball bearings. Because I think, well, do you want me to roll insight for this, Jack? I think I got the idea that they're
Well,
very
tell me what
impressed
you're
with
gonna
metal.
do.
I think I got the idea that they're very impressed with metallic things, which to me means that they don't come by metal easily. So I was going to trade them like 200 ball bearings for the glass blowing kit.
They see the ball bearings and look at them, and the one draws an X in the ground with its staff for it. Well, it doesn't want to trade that for the glass blowing kit.
All right. I want to take another like 5 gold coins out of my pouch and put it in the same hand as the ball bearings and then hold it out towards them.
You see them clicking back and forth, and it seems like they're not sure if they want to take the agreement or not. And then one of them finally seems to be clicking the loudest and quickest, and it reaches over and takes your 200 ball bearings and the 5 gold and hands over the glass blowing kit.
Cool. I'm just gonna hand that glass blowers kit straight to Hrothgar if you just want to take that out. And I'm not gonna say anything to Hrothgar. I'm just gonna walk back over to Vincent and take a look at him because I remember that before I started trading for the cask, he put his hand on my shoulder like he wanted to say something.
Yeah, Hrothgar's gonna stand there kind of stunned and just put the necklace back on and take the glass blowers kit and walk back to the cart.
And then as your cart goes by, they just walk past you, and you keep hearing them clicking a bit, and they disappear into the desert.
All
Bitch, I
right.
work sales in my everyday life. You can't do this to me.
All right. After they've left, I turn back to Azir. and I let him know that these cards are different. They're not exactly a regular deck. And I tell him I'm going to hang on to them for a little while till I can figure out what it is about them that's special. But they're not your typical deck of cards.
Okay, I want to tell him that I do want those cards unless they are extremely dangerous in the future. But I
It
am
is
still interested in the cards, but I understand your need to know what they are, my friend.
Okay.
It is a deck of 52 cards. You know that.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and let him know that these cards are very chaotic. from what
I'm
I can
sorry. A
tell.
full deck of cards is 34, and you do
Okay.
have all 34.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and let him know these cards are very chaotic, and until we study them a little further, nobody should touch them. So I'm going to hang on to them to make sure nobody draws one on accident. That they could be very dangerous or they could be very good.
Give me a reason you could possibly know that.
You just said that
And
I know that.
I said that you know that they're magical. I didn't say you know what they are. You know how many are in the deck, and you know that they're magical.
I misinterpreted that. When you said I had a deck of 32 cards, I thought that was you telling me I knew what it was. Never mind. I take back what I just said.
Well,
You
either
just-
way, you're gonna hang on to them for a while till you
Yeah.
figure it
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna hang on to them until at least we get to the next city, and then I'm gonna investigate them.
It doesn't matter, because if you mention to me that they're magic, I'm like, I know nothing of magic. I will trust this to you with Warlock friend.
All right,
Good
and you
training,
guys continue on your way. You get back to the main road. The ride smooths out, and you're just like, oh yeah, that feels good on the back and body. And you come to another stop, and this time there's a large caravan stop. Seems like just a large trading company. And like as you pull up to it, Alma looks over and she goes, "This is actually relatively good for us. We'll stop here for the night." And as you get closer, all of the 10 caravan carts have the same symbol on them.
Who's that Pokemon?
What does this symbol look like?
I am trying to find out where I put it.
Well, while he's
Oh,
trying to
fair
do
enough.
that, I'm gonna put a
There-
little bit of filler in here.
There is a what looks like to be a silver star on the side of all the carts. And if anybody would like to see if they believe they know who these are, you can give me a history check.
I would also like to.
Do you mind if I take it first, Azir?
Everybody can roll.
Well, can I roll it? If I think I automatically know if it's a mercenary company, right?
It's not a mercenary company.
Okay.
I think I might have a clue.
Sorry about that, Sensei.
No, you're all good.
When you asked that as after I rolled.
Yeah, I saw. It's a little late on my laptop. I saw it, and we'll just roll with it. I figure out who they are anyways. It's up to you
Alright.
guys to figure it out.
So, Vincent, you both know who this is. Azir, you know you've seen them a bit in your travels. Relentless and Aelin, you're just like, I've seen these carts like everywhere, but you've never really paid enough attention to know who it was. But you and Vincent, you know this is the Silver Stars Trading coasters of Sardash, and that they trade all along the Sword Coast and far into the east, mainly through from Sardash and then outward from there, because Sardash is a major city in its area. And this is like, this is the number one trading company for Sardash.
Does this seem
Yeah.
like a large caravan for them, or would this be one of their smaller caravans?
This is about medium size, 10 carts. There's a lot of people there, probably almost 40 or 50. All of them are armed, probably about 15 to 20 guards who are all in like Silver Stars uniforms, so you know they're not like random hired mercs. They work for the company to guard and protect these carts. And Alma just like runs right past the guards, and they don't even like they just nod as she goes by, and you see her run over to a tent and disappear inside of it. So, and you pull your cart up to the side, and the two guards that Alma just ran past just like wave you in. And you hear one of them mutter and be like, guess they're with her. Yeah, let them through. And you find a place to park your cart. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna follow her and see what's going on with that tent.
All right. I know what Vincent's doing. Relentless, Hrothgar, Azir, you, Aileen.
These are some of the biggest traders in the entire land. We may find something worth spending the coin for.
I agree.
There is so much traders here. Tell you what, let us look at their wares. If you need anyone to barter with them, ask me. I am from this area. We have long tradition of bartering, so.
All right.
Rothgar's gonna kind of saddle up next to Azir and nudge him a little and get his attention. And he's gonna hand him the bear claw necklace, which is now in the party sheet. I can't take something for nothing. It's not the Dwarven way. So I want you to have this.
You've not taken something from nothing. You have saved my life 2 or 3 times already on this adventure, my friend. That is worth 5 coins.
Not to me, it's not. You've earned my respect in your combat ability. I want you to have it. The clan is dead, but it doesn't have to be. And they don't have to be dwarves, so at least there's no rule I know about. I say I start the clan anew here today with you.
I tell you what, I will take this necklace in friendship with the idea that one day when we have completed this journey, I will have done something. I will have need of you so much that I must give it back as a debt.
Until that day, if a dwarf gets a hold of you, show them that necklace. It is a sign of great respect. It might get you out of a jam.
Alright, I'm gonna take that necklace and I'm gonna put it in a pocket of my jacket close to my heart.
Oh.
Oh.
Now let's go spend some gold, eh?
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm gonna take out the golden cask before we do anything. I'm gonna sit it right next to, in between Hrothgar and I, in this little part of the cart that isn't taken up by anybody. Put it right in between us and be like, by the way, this is for your research, my friend, and also my own research, if you know what I mean.
What does it do?
It's some type of ale, I don't know. But after we, how about this? After we trade with these traders, we will have a congratulatory drink together.
I could have a drink with you. So we follow in and do some trade?
I'm making friends
right.
for the first
Vincent?
time, guys.
You're heading to the tent following the one that Alma went into, right?
Yes, I want to see what's inside that tent.
As you get up to the tent, the two guards standing in front of it, they put out their hand. They're like, halt. Who are you?
My name is Vincent. I need to speak with my companion. She just entered this tent.
Wait here. And one of them walks inside the tent. And then you hear some talking. And then he walks out and goes, she's having a private conversation. She doesn't want to be bothered.
Yeah, I'm not looking to start trouble right now, so I'll just gesture to him that all right, and I'll be on my way.
As you begin to walk away, he's like, "I'll let her know you're. I'll make sure I remind her that you are looking for her."
Much appreciated.
And there's like the cart. So
You broke up there.
Skynet. Dun, 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 dun. His connection lost.
While his connection is lost, I think I should actually ask you guys in real life, my friends. I may need an intervention here.
What's the problem?
For Zir or for you?
No, see, here's the thing. The other day, I bought a Switch for the first time.
I can't
And
help you.
I
I
well,
mean-
this was like a couple weeks ago, and I've been playing a lot of games like off and on. But the other day, I decided to buy Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Oh, I can't help you with that addiction.
I haven't gotten any work done in like 3 days.
That sounds about right.
It's so good.
It's so good.
yeah. Yeah, you fucked. Can't help you.
Well, you'll be excited to know that you can get Skyrim, the exciting new game, on the Switch.
I hear it's also available on the Amazon Alexa as well.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
the more exciting news.
I don't know how well you could mod it though, because you have to do that to fix their games, right?
They don't
Most
need
of the fun
fixed.
is the
There's no
glitches.
bugs. They're all just features.
Come on,
Guys,
yeah.
Exactly.
Bethesda doesn't have bugs.
I apologize, I didn't understand. I thought
Don't
this was a
worry,
bird.
though.
It's understandable. They have some very strange features.
Don't worry, guys. Fallout 76 isn't going to be a complete shit show, I promise.
I can't see how there would ever be griefing in a game with nukes, so it should be fine.
Yeah, believe me, it's, in your single player game, the poor mechanics of a Bethesda game mixed with the bugs is cute. In a multiplayer game, I don't think that's going to be cute anymore.
It's definitely going to be something.
I can't
Okay,
wait.
they're flying dog meat with 2 heads.
I mean, there's pretty much no force on planet Earth that'll make me buy that game unless I don't have to buy it and it's free. And I can't wait for it because I can't wait for the fucking the YouTube videos and all the Twitter posts. Like that game's gonna be a meme, 100% guaranteed.
Oh, absolutely.
Day 76. The enemy clan has not left our outpost, and we continue to receive nukes day in and day out.
I attacked this chicken and now the whole world wants to kill me. I don't know why. Bethesda refuses to comment.
So, Katie, I have a question.
Yes.
What sorts of food did you eat while you were dining with Ravirus? Did you eat meat? Did you eat a mixture, or were you all veggies or something?
I ate meat
Just meat?
and veggies. I'm an omnivore.
Okay. You got a nice balanced diet.
Mm-hmm. You know, body
Interesting.
is my temple, all that shit.
You don't put eyeballs in there willy nilly like the rest of us.
I will eat what needs to be eaten if like in a bad situation, but I like to eat good food otherwise.
Look, I'll have you know that plenty of cultures have eyeballs in their dishes. Korean food is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great that I live in Korea.
Nothing like a
Don't
good
listen
fish
to
head
the
stew.
owl, man.
I said Korean, not Swedish. Those gross bastards with their damn shark, fermented shark.
No, a fish head
all right,
soup.
what
It's
is
a
everyone doing
Filipino
around
dish.
the
Okay.
campfire?
Alright, fair point.
What'd you say, Jack?
What's everyone doing around the campfire? There's food being made. Seems most of the caravan is just like looks at you guys as more newcomers, and since you've been let past the guards, they're not taking much notice. The server's up. You guys can join. So they have food out, or seem to be willing to share.
I'm just making mental notes of what Aelin eats. That's all. While I sit with my new friend Azir.
Wondering why you want to know what I ate.
It's a private matter.
Well, Aelin, they have stew, some meats, vegetables, and some fruit. And or you're spying on. Are you spying on her, or are you just like deadpan staring at her?
Well, with the helmet on, it's hard to tell, but I'm locked on, and I'm not hiding it.
All right, then she clearly can see you.
That's fine.
I just want to eat my stew.
I'm not going to stop you from doing that.
Okay. Then we're fine. Can I check out to see if they have some weapons for sale?
Is everybody here?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good.
Who's here?
So, who's said they're gonna also go and try and buy stuff?
Well, since my conversation failed, I'm gonna see if I can't find somebody that is doing magic-y stuff, either selling or practicing.
Yeah, I'll walk around, looking through the bazaar.
Well, as you guys notice, all their carts are packed up tightly. They're obviously not selling anything on the side of them. So when you approach one of them and ask if they're selling any of their wares, a man who kind of looks like one of the caravan captains, or at least leads a cart, goes, "We ain't selling any of this stuff. It's all for shops in Memnon and Sardash. We don't sell on the side of the roads. We sell to the shops. You buy from the shops."
Aelin shrugs and walks back to the campfire.
What's the matter if they don't serve your kind?
Um, he says that they only sell to shops.
Oh, that's what they get you with the markup and all that. Fucking bastards.
Sorry, real quick, Jack. Could we please give him an inspiration?
I second
I
that.
think, yeah, everybody gets one inspiration from the last stuff you've done in Hrothgar too.
All right, Spider-Man.
If anybody doesn't know how to give themselves an inspiration, go to your main tab, and it's up on the top right, INSP. It says you should have 3 things. You got to check mark them yourselves.
I got a gold star.
Yeah,
that
you gotta
lets
go
you
with
know
Oh
that
my
you have an
gosh.
inspiration. Inspirations can only be used when you roll a d20, and you have to use it before you roll that d20, and it lets you roll at advantage.
So if you're about to do something that you really want to succeed on, that's when you want to burn your inspiration.
I'm still laughing up over they don't serve your god.
I know.
I'm role-playing here. What do you want? That's what we're here for.
So,
Jack, before I leave that guy that told us they don't sell there, I want to ask him if they have any mages traveling with them to secure any magic items they may be traveling with.
yeah, we've got a few mages traveling with us. What kind of
like to-
service are you looking for?
I'd like to speak with one about an item I found to see if they know anything about it.
He points over to this woman sitting by the campfire, eating some fruits and vegetables in a long cloak. And he goes, "She's the best one to talk to."
Excellent, thank you. And then I head off to go talk to her.
Well, how do you approach her?
You said she was sitting. Is there any place to sit near her?
Yes. There's
Sit
a
on
few
her.
other people around, but there's enough space that you can sit next to her or like even a few feet away.
I'm gonna approach where she's at. I'm gonna sit down, not directly next to her like some creeper, but like near her and start up a conversation by introducing myself. Hi, I'm Vincent. I understand you're the person to talk to around here about magical artifacts.
You see her like holding an apple and basically taking like a huge bite out of it and pulls the apple down and is just, I am.
Excellent. Not meaning to interrupt your meal, but when you're done, I would love to have a word with you about something I've found.
You hear like this, and she wipes her mouth and she goes, no problem. What do you have?
I'm gonna pull the deck out and I'm gonna show it to her and say, I got this in a trade with some. I already forgot what the bug people are called, but just
Three
I
cream.
let her know what they were.
Three
The three
cream.
cream.
Three green. She like raises an eyebrow and she's like, you've traded with them. That is quite rare.
I've never met any other than the three that I had dealings with, but it's good to know that that went better than it could have.
Just stay in a large group. If you ever see them and you're by yourself, it might not end so well. And she holds out her hand for the deck. Do you hand it to her?
Yes.
She takes it back and she goes, she's looking over it. She goes, by the way, my name is Leslie.
Wonderful
And-
to meet you, Leslie.
I can probably figure out what this is, but there is a price.
Absolutely. I would never expect anything for nothing.
10 gold, please.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a sex price. She seemed really into you.
I'll hand her the 10 coin.
All right, take 10 coin out of your inventory. And she goes, I'm going to need some time. And it takes her about 10 minutes, 10 or 11 minutes to do identify item. So are you just going to wait next to her while she does this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for her.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm just gonna
Relentless.
sit by the campfire.
Yeah, Aylin's eating. You,
I've just flown back to the campfire.
Sensei, what are you up to?
Gonna be hanging out by the campfire and playing with my ball of yarn.
All right.
Okay.
10 minutes go by. She hands you back the deck of cards and she goes, this is quite interesting. What did you trade to get this?
Interestingly enough, an old short sword of a friend of mine's.
That's all?
Yes, and I laugh.
Roll a deception check in the tower. I mean, not in the tower, just roll a deception check.
I didn't believe I was deceiving her, but here we go.
You didn't trade just a short sword to them. To
No,
get
but
this
I
item.
didn't get just that back either.
I know, but she doesn't it's not enough of the truth. Is how I want to put it.
That's fair.
But she looks at you and she goes, "They must have not known what they had." She goes, "Because this is quite the deck." And she goes, "It has so many illusions in it." And check your inventory. I have identified it for you.
Wonderful. I'm very glad I could find out what this was. Thank you.
Thank you for your coin. And she goes back, picks up her plate, and picks up the apple again and just starts honking into it.
I'm gonna bid her farewell and head back to the group. Let her enjoy her meal.
All right. It gets pretty late. Are you guys gonna go to sleep? Night's coming down. You realize you don't have to keep guard tonight. There's more than enough awake and ready. And the guards haven't asked you if you want to help or anything.
I'm gonna set up my bedroll, stick my staff in the sand, and have my raven perch on top of it while I sleep.
I've got a tent for 2 I can assemble, and I'll offer Azir first dibs. So hang out in there.
Take my cask of liquor that I got from the ant people, and I am gonna go into Hrothgar's tent with some glasses.
Well, let's see what you got there.
Aelin, you.
I'm just gonna go to bed on my bedroll.
I'm gonna perch on top of the wagon and sleep.
And Relentless. He keeps muting one of his other chat things, so I can't ever tell which one he's supposed to talk through. Well, it seems Relentless also goes to sleep if he's...
Yeah, you passed out.
Yeah. And Ocelot proceeds to go to sleep as well, and so does Callie.
He purrs softly in his sleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then day comes, and there's somebody at the caravan like prepping to start cooking food for breakfast. And Alma is sitting at one of the tables, waiting for the food to be finished, food to be cooked. Well, you know, and like a few other caravan people are up, walking about. What's everyone doing?
I'll get up and eat breakfast with Alma.
I will join them.
Hrothgar scrambles out of the tent, trying to make sure he sees what she eats. The mystery continues.
So everyone gets up, proceeds to eat breakfast. Nalma goes, when we're done eating, we'll get on the road and get to Memnon.
Yeah, Memnon.
So is everybody ready to go?
Before we head out, do they have a money changer in their group so I can transfer some of my coin?
What do you mean?
Well, when I checked my inventory, my treasure, I have a ton of copper and silver. I just wanted to switch that over into gold.
Yeah, sure. They do.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna do that.
10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold.
Relentless is going to attempt to do a front flip into his seat on the cart and grab the reins.
Acrobatics.
Suck it, nerds!
Also, Relentless, you have an inspiration. Make sure you mark it. So you have
Whoops. Golden Star!
So you watch Relentless just walk over and do a flip right into his seat. Look out. He's ready to go.
Hrothgar sees this and wants to test out his new boots that he got from Ravirus, which are boots of striding and springing.
What are you about to do?
LOL.
Well, I'm just going to jump into the back of the cart, but I'm gonna do it from a small distance, which is gonna be a running long jump from almost 50 feet away, because I can go 48 feet by my
Sweet
calculation.
Jeebus.
That's I think that's athletics.
Well,
Long jumps.
I think I can just do it because of the magic of the boots.
Oh yeah, you can actually, because that's what it is. So what? Hrothgar runs and jumps right into the back of the cart.
And there's a loud crash as our stuff in the back of the cart comes into contact with my
Does
body.
the cart survive?
Yeah, I'm not swinging my flail or anything, or my maul.
You jump,
But it's
quite
covered,
far.
so you don't see me actually land, but you certainly hear me land inside there.
You jump
Like,
quite
ah!
far for a dwarf that doesn't have knees.
All right,
You
guys.
flying down from the sky and landing on the back of the wagon, looks down
You
at Hrothgar.
flies from the little perch he was on down to the back of the wagon. You
I look
guys
out
hit,
from underneath like a cooking pot that's fallen on my head. Up at you.
Hrothgar did not know that dwarves flew.
It's these springy little boots I got from Rafias. I've got quick to kick to them if you get my drift.
I see, they do indeed.
But better I test it out here in the city of Arcastan, in the midst of battle, yeah?
Yeah.
Before I hurl myself over a cliff or into a pit of acid.
All right, so I have to ask before, while they're still mid-conversation, is everybody in the cart?
everybody's in the cart.
Okay. Relentless sees this and hears the conversation that's going on and wants to right Hrothgar's wrongs and just snaps the reins so the horses take off while he's still got the pot on his head.
Give me animal handling.
Oh yeah. Oh, and just another reminder: if I fail this animal handling check, I'm using strength.
You're using what?
I
Strength.
use just raw strength, athletics. But listen. Okay, that's good enough.
Wait, that's acrobatics, man.
Yeah, I need animal handling.
Sorry, I pulled a jack.
That
I
sweet
know,
flip.
right?
Is that better?
Yes.
Did I break it?
So you whip hard, and the horses just start taking off, and anybody standing in the back is now firmly on their butts, going off, and you pull away, and you see.
Well, hang on, Jack. Weebles
Also
wobble. They
want-
don't fall down. Can I do a dex save at least?
Yeah,
was
fine.
already
Anybody
sitting
in the
down.
cart who wants to not fall on their butt, give me a dex save.
Azir isn't paying attention.
Justin, why did you roll that at advantage? Is that?
My barbarian thing is on.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
I feel like there was a missed whip and nay
Right.
joke there.
You guys both stay standing through that as you get through the cart. And you see it trail off as you start going off, and you look back and you're just like, wonder how Ocelot's doing. And his horse is walking in circles. And then he finally gets it to go straight. He cannot, even with me rolling as him, it's just bad. And then he finally gets it going and catches up to you. And you guys proceed down the road. Who's keeping lookout?
I'll take my normal space and shotgun and watch the horizon.
All right. Anybody else?
It's usually the owl man.
Yeah, I'll join in on watching out.
Give
All right,
me
bird eye.
perception.
Perception.
Team Bird Eyes.
Wrong person. Jesus. What happened to all these rolls the last fight? Couldn't hit shit.
So, as you guys keep lookout, and nothing seems to happen, and you approach on the gates of Memnon, and you enter the city. Where would you like to head in the city?
We have to drop off our box.
So to the Adventurers Guild?
Yep.
Yes.
Is everyone heading there?
Yes.
I am.
All right. So you guys all continue. You drive your cart the whole way to the Adventurers Guild. And I'm just placing your tokens real quick. That should be popping up for everybody now.
That's big map. There it is.
So you've parked your cart in the back, and there's a couple of other carts. When you pull it up, two stall boys come over and take the horses and tie them up and get everything ready to make sure they're fed. And you guys can head inside. Sensei, do you need me to move Relentless?
If you could, please.
All right.
Okay, for continuity's sake, Jack, could you give Justin and I a description of what that ale that we bought from the ants tasted like?
I don't really have anything on it besides it was just one of the ones that was named, and that's why I picked it. So it's this is like a very nice ale because
Okay.
it's worth quite a bit, and for a big cask,
I'm
it's
sorry
from
that I
far north. At least I believe that name is referencing a town to the far north. And they're known for making exceptional foods and drinks as well. So when you've drank it already, right? So
Yeah.
it's very nice ale.
I guess my real question is, and I'm sorry that I didn't ask this closer to like when we drank the ale, but my real question is, did Justin gain any more insight?
Oh, for the brewing?
Yeah.
I could do my brewing skill check or something.
Give me your brew check. Yeah, this is made up of several ingredients, not just the normal yeast and hops and oats or other things that go into brews. It's got a flavor of some kind of fruit that you can't exactly put your finger on in it, that gives it a bit of a sweet taste.
Mm-hmm.
But from like licking the liquid up and down and looking at it, you're just like, very nicely made. Tasting it some more and more, and you can. I gotta come up with a thing for this, but you get the idea of the process that they made to make this.
Okay.
Not entirely, but you have like pretty good assumptions. All right. So, what are you two doing?
We have to turn in this box.
Relentless, Azir, Hrothgar and Vincent, what are you guys doing?
I'm going with her to turn in the box.
You're not a part of that mission.
Yeah, you don't need to.
You
have to
would
do
only
anything.
know that she mentioned the box, but you will go over to the counter as well. That'll work out. So I'll put you over here,
Thanks.
and you got the rest of everyone else is sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I
Zero, I'm looking
order
at
a
you.
wine.
I will join him.
You guys order food and drinks for everyone at the table because it's about noon and you haven't eaten since breakfast. And so you guys walk over, and the barmaid walks up, the one you're used to greeting, Relentless. She's like, I'm glad to see you're back. How did your assignment go?
Well, in short, we were pretty much double crossed, and yeah, we did meet some new people, but all in all, it didn't go very well. So I don't expect to get paid for our adventure.
That's why I tell you guys, always make sure it goes through the guild. It guarantees payment.
Oh shit! I forgot about the guild.
And she goes, but don't worry. You made the deal with him inside the guild. After you made it, you ran off before I could stop you. I got a hold of him. I made him sign up the contract and prepay in advance. Did you complete what he asked you to do? What happened? Can you give me some kind of report?
Well, in short, we did complete the mission, but we were not expected to complete the mission.
So I'm going to go with you. Explain everything that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so she looks at you and she goes, that's probably why he was trying to be so tricky with all of that.
It's a
I'm
safe
glad I
assumption.
got him pinned down for this. All he gave us was the name he gave us on here isn't the one he used, but we'll keep that in mind and keep out for his liquors. But since he didn't expect anybody to complete this, but it's good enough for us. And thanks for all the information. And she puts down a big sack of gold and just smiles and goes, he had to pay in advance.
Guys, we got paid.
The house always wins.
All right, so that money gets distributed evenly throughout the entire party.
So you walk back over to the table and you say that. And the you put the bag down and you go through it. It has 600 gold in it, 100 for each of you. That took the quest when it started.
I make
And
it
at
rain
the-
on the table, by the way. I just hold the pouch up in my giant ball hands and just take my punch dagger and just punch a hole in it and just let it rain on the table.
So Aelin and you both see you get paid and walk over and start doing this, and they're just like,
Mm,
what are you guys like?
did we already turn in our thing?
No, she's getting to you now. And this is what she looks like, because I don't believe you guys ever saw that picture.
Oh, she cute.
More looks at Frostblood's Spank Bank.
You guys saw this one.
Yeah, I know, but she hasn't.
I hadn't.
Yeah, remember she never watched the stream.
So
You're welcome.
She looks at you guys and goes, how can I help? And you hand over the box and the note that goes, the letter that's with it. She takes the letter and opens it. It's the contract for you guys to deliver this box to the Adventurers Guild and gets paid. And she gives each of you 5 gold for the for the contract being completed. And then she goes, "Can you wait just a moment?" Walks away, goes into the back. A few minutes pass, and she comes back. And she goes, "Aylin, right?
Yes.
Come with me." And she leads you. I'm just going to move you back here. There's supposed to be curtains here, but I don't know what happened. And she hands the box back and puts a letter on top of it and goes, "The receiver of this box sent a letter requesting that you have it delivered to the address." And there's a note on top with your name on it. She walks away and returns to the bar.
Okay. I pick up the note and read it.
It has an address and markings on the bottom, which you understand in Thieves' Cant to be, "Make sure you come alone."
Cool. I'll put it in my pocket. And do I get what's in the box?
The box is still closed. You understand you're supposed to deliver it to this address.
Okay, I'll take both and walk back out.
Okay. She comes back to you before Aylin walks out and is like, "Would you like something to eat and drink? I see your friends are already partying it up."
Can you bring me a wine? And do you have rabbits?
Yes, we do.
Oh, no.
Are they already cooked? Or do you
Yes,
serve your meats fresh?
they have been dead for a few days, contained in salt and other ways. Are you suggesting you would like it raw?
Not for one that's been dead so long. May I have then a grilled rabbit?
Yes, you may.
And a glass of your ale then.
Right? She gets your glass of ale and brings it back, and as she hands you the ale, Aylin comes walking back around the corner. And are you guys going to join the rest of them at that table?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to slide some chairs over from the neighboring tables, it looks like. We're that guy at the party now. Too big.
Ah.
I was just about to say.
I meant to move me, but sorry.
So, all these coins are spilled across the table. Everyone in the bar is looking over at you, just like, "What did they do? Oh man, they hit payday." And like you can hear all the talk and some chattering and some people like whispering to each other about what to do. And like all impressed. And you see a few people looking over, and they go to walk over, and before anybody gets close enough, Ocelot pulls out his lute, jumps up on the table, facing the bar, strums it, and then spins around facing the bar and goes, "Let me tell you a tale." And he starts singing and telling the story of what you guys did. He rolled a 22 on his performance check.
That a boy.
And he is now singing to the bar. Everybody's cheering, listening to him. And this is what he's going to be doing for like the next few hours or so, is just like entertaining the crowd and this and that. So
Is he
What-
standing on top of the gold?
he is, yeah, he has his feet on the table. He's not standing in your food or kicking your drinks over because he's not trying to do any of that. but he is standing on like some of the gold here and there. Because I mean, it's 600 gold pieces. There's a lot on that table right now.
All right. I laugh as he starts to do this and wave my hand a little bit. The gold on the table glows.
A golden shine is under him as he does this and going up, and the crowd's cheering more, and you've turned it into a massive party now. A lot of adventurers are standing around the table listening to Ocelot sing and give his performance.
The
DJ
party goes
Vincent.
where Azir goes. This is no surprise.
DJ Vincent on the ones and twos.
So, Hrothgar, Vincent, you guys just gonna stay here for now and party it up?
Oh, I'm not partying. I'm nervously holding Molly because I seem to have spotted cursed gold on the table. And I don't know if I want any part of this.
Can I take this opportunity to slip away because I need to deliver my box?
Would you like to do it stealthily?
Yes.
Then give me a stealth check.
Okie dokie. Where are my skills?
All right. Is anybody gonna try and?
So lucky.
Aelin slips away and into the crowd, and you just like walk right out the front door and disappear, and nobody notices you're gone.
Relentless, what kind of payment did you accept? This looks like cursed gold to me. I think we've been bamboozled.
I put my hand on his shoulder and whisper in his ear, "Don't worry, that was me."
Why'd you curse the gold for? I wanted to spend it.
It's not a curse, my friend. A minor illusion.
Fuck it, mages. Your tricks.
Sometimes, but sometimes it's worth it for the theatrics.
Yeah, your kitty friend, he's pretty talented. I don't really care much for merrymaking, but he's pretty good at it.
I'm sure you do enjoy a nice drink, though, so let's drink to that.
Ah, yeah, that I can do. Let's have a round for the table. Hip hip hooray.
I
and all
cheer.
You, Vincent, Relentless, are you guys gonna stay and party up on the table as well and cheer
Yes.
with them?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Relentless, Callie's gonna go. It's quite loud. I think I'm gonna go get a room and rest. And she's gonna walk away, talk to the barmaid, and then head up the stairs and go out of view.
Relentless is gonna spice up the party as the big swole man and jump up there and stand next to Ocelot and just kind of like push him away a little bit to create some room. And he just kind of nods and tells him to keep playing. And I use an item in my inventory called the. Text is really small. Damn laptops. The pole of collapsing. So you just see Relentless kind of hold out his fists while he's just standing there dead still. And inside of his fist, there's a pole of collapsing that I activate it, and it just turns into a giant silver pole that's currently reflecting all of the light from the gold right now. And he just starts going into a martial arts practice pole arm, and the light is just reflecting and throwing it all over the place.
This is a raid
By
now.
the way, that's something
a
you
race
got
now.
from Ravis, by the way.
I saw it, and I was like, when can I use this? Now I can use this.
You also, from Ravis, you got a pair of brass knuckles. One says thoughts, one says prayers.
One literally says thoughts.
Yeah.
She breathes
So-
you a thought.
She
When you add it to your you're gonna have to make some adjustments to it in your weapons tab. But when you attack with it, one attack will do psychic damage, and the other one will do radiant.
I was just
Boy,
about to ask if that was what that meant. That's amazing.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
That is dope. Thoughts and prayers. They gonna catch these hands.
One like equals one crit.
They are always blunt, though. If you use your claws, you do not get the effect of the brass knuckles.
That is okay. So, would you like me to roll a performance check to see how well?
I would. At advantage since you whipped out this pole.
Damn straight I did. Always whipping out the pole. Got to match the
And
pole with the swole, baby. Let's
You're being
go.
inspired by that bard skill too.
Boop. Get at me.
And you get right up on there and start performing with the rhythm of the music he's playing. And you can hear other bards that have also joined in to play music as well. So it's like a whole band is playing now. Because like I don't have any tokens in here, but imagine this place is packed. There's like probably like 40 to 60 people in here. I don't
Ocelot's
really know
such
how
an
many.
amazing bard. A backup band just appears wherever he starts playing.
Well, you guys know this is the Adventurers Hall, so it's always packed with people.
I know. I'm just laughing at this. Is
I
the
know.
second time it's happened. He just has he has a little crew that follows him.
It basically is. And when you guys got to town, by the way, Alma said she was going to go meet with her contacts, so she is not with you.
She doesn't know what she's missing.
Party of the century.
All right, and you guys are just going to keep this up, I take it?
We continue to carouse.
Party until we pass out.
Okay. Aylin,
Yes,
you traveling to that address, correct?
it's me.
It is you.
What am I doing? Did
Okay.
I successfully deliver my box?
You.
The innuendo is strong with this one.
Oh my. I had to take a second there. Because, wow.
That's not even what I meant.
I know it isn't, but it was just too perfect.
Somebody mark
Only-
the stream mature.
So
It is.
Only
you get to the address. You knock on the door, and a person opens it, and you converse with them, and you're allowed inside.
Yeah.
And everyone but Sensei and Aylin moved down to the DM private chat because I don't know how Sensei's set up and I don't want to move him around a bunch to screw his thing up. Can you guys move yourselves down there or do I have to move you?
I think you have to move them if you're the admin.
All right. So I'm going to move everyone down there but Sensei because they have to hear the stream. So Sensei, I don't know. Ignore us.
You can also deafen them.
I can.
yeah, if
you're
you do
admin,
server
yeah.
def.
Server def. How do I-
Right click and then deafen.
on
should be an
anybody
option.
or
Yeah, and everyone you don't want to hear.
Hmm.
I don't have the ability to deafen people. I can mute them. I can't deafen them.
Oh.
We could all deafen ourselves.
All right, everybody deafen yourselves, and then I'll type something in chat when you can listen again.
What do you want?
That.
Oh my god. Okay.
What are you playing over there?
Don't worry about it. Get out of here.
Bye, fine.
I'm having a private conversation.
Mute and deafen everyone, please.
Hello.
All right, looks like everybody's good to go.
Okay. So when you get there, your master is standing in front of you. Barbarous the Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Famous assassin, most famous assassin in all of Memnon. He was born here, grew up here. You know he's been alive longer than a human should be. You're not sure how, but he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's taking a special interest in you, in training you. But after failing an assignment, his anger and cruelty of the old days came back and he smashed your hand as a lesson. He had it fixed because having a busted hand, he knew you wouldn't be very helpful to him. But he left the scars there as a reminder of your mistake. Doing this box, you know the task was simple and that it was more of a lesson to make sure you know your place and that he thinks so little of you that hopefully you can complete a simple task. And when you walk in and he's standing there,
Mm-hmm.
I have a picture of him, but I don't know how to show it to just you. So I'll give it to you later. And sitting in a chair off to the side is a dwarf, but he has gray skin instead of the normal pinkish hue. And he waves you in and he's like, "The box. Did you bring it?" With an arm
Yes.
extended.
I have it right here. And I hand him it.
And he takes the box, opens it up, and he goes, "Thank you for completing your task. You're not as useless as sometimes you appear to be. But why did it take you so long?"
Unfortunately, in the desert, we were taken by jackals. In fact, I met a group of adventurers that are now trying to track down the leader of these were-jackals who tried to kill us.
You see the gray-skinned dwarf get up and walk up to you and goes, "Is there a dwarf traveling with ya?"
Yes, there is. I believe his name is Hrothgar.
His eyes perk up and he's looking straight at you. And he's just like, "Hrothgar, the Bloodbeard, it's him?"
He wears a helmet with piercing red eyes. If that's the dwarf you're looking for, then yes, it is him.
He looks over at Barbarous. Barbarous looks at you and goes, "Your new task is to stay with Hrothgar at all times. You are to become his friend. Keep track of him. Keep notes on him. Report these to me. Our friend here has paid us quite the sum for all the information on this." And the dwarf gets right up on you. He's about he's 5 feet tall. He's very close looking up at you. "I want everything on him. Everything he has, everything he carries. I need it all. What can you tell me about him now?"
I don't look down at him, but just look straight ahead over his head and say, "I don't know much. He's wary of elves, so he hasn't been very forthcoming. All I know is that he wishes to make a brew."
He grabs you by your chest plate and pulls you down to eyesight level and is looking you in the eyes and goes, "He's making a brew? Did he say what kind of brew?"
Can I freak out and push him off of me?
Give me an acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you want.
Okay.
You freak out and break his grapple on you and step back from him, and Barbarous is beaming at you with anger, and he's just like, "Answer his question."
Yes, he said he's working on a brew, though I honestly do not know that. He seems to be interested in what I eat, however, but that is all I know.
Then keep him interested. Use that to become his friend, Barbara says to you. Keep notes on him and make sure they get back to me. And he reaches under his cloak and pulls out a book and hands it to you. Anything you write in this will be sent to me. Keep notes on him. Every day I expect an entry.
Yes, Master, I understand. I will do as you say.
And the gray dwarf looks at you and goes, I don't want him dead. That's my job. Keep track of him. Find out what he knows about the brew. If he's trying to make it back, remake it.
I will do as you wish.
And Barbarous waves you away and he goes, get to your task.
Yes, Master. And then I leave.
Yes, you leave. And do you return to the Adventurers Guild? What do you do?
Can I sneak back unnoticed?
Give me a stealth check in tower so nobody knows you're doing it.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Eat. There we go.
I think the only person who could beat you is David, but I'm going to go with they've been partying so hard they don't notice.
Okay, cool.
So, you come back in. Where do you, are you going to just try and slide up? Or are you going to, try and bring him more food and drink so they don't notice you?
I'm just gonna quietly just slide up to the table.
All right. Move
That's a good roll.
yourself back up to the table wherever you like. And I'm telling everybody to listen again.
Well, well, well.
Last one is Azir. And you guys are sitting there. Just gonna party it up for the rest of the day?
I am going to challenge Rothgar to a drinking contest.
Oh my.
Let's do this.
Someone's about to get wrecked.
You want con saves or con checks or how you want to do it?
This is strength because you're arm wrestling, right?
I think you
No,
said
a drinking contest.
Oh, drinking contest. All right. Then both of you give me constitution checks.
Don't forget that he looked into the jeweled egg, so he has that.
Yeah, that was
combo.
a day ago. It's
Okay.
worn off.
Yeah, well, that was either a day or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Hey, Jack, can I?
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Vincent. You were about to say something.
Yeah, how do I chat with just you again?
Do /W GM. You got to put a space. So it should be.
Yeah, do a test one before you send the actual message. Just make sure.
Like that. Yeah. Yep, that worked. Yeah. All right. Relentless, I need Constitution.
For what? You mean Rothgar? Or
Yeah. Who's drinking with him?
it's Vincent and Rothgar. Host disconnected, maybe?
No,
Jack,
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, it's Rothgar and Vincent. They're the two that are having the drinking contest.
So as you're sitting at the table, Vincent looks at Hrothgar, lifts it up, and pours the entire drink down his throat in one slow motion. Just like not even chugging, just a solid drink.
So whatever wine or that we're having here is not sitting well with the ale that the ant people gave us, it seems, because I just spew this right up.
Yeah, and Hrothgar goes to chug it and just coughs on it like it catches him properly in his throat and chokes out half of it onto the table. And two more drinks are brought up for you guys. Two more constitution checks. One from each of you.
Come at me!
Hrothgar lifts up the second one, slams it down, and slams it onto the table. Vincent chugs his nice and slow like before and puts it down on the table and like wipes his mouth from some that spilled over onto the side of his cheek. And two more are placed in front of you. Two more constitution checks. Hrothgar picks his up, downs it, and slams it again. Vincent picks his up and starts spilling a bit on his face as he opens his mouth to just try and pour it all in, and wipes off his face and puts his down on the table. And two more drinks are put in front of you guys again. Two more con saves. Hrothgar picks his up, chugs it again, throws the jug into the air, and Vincent starts drinking his, and it comes down and hits Vincent in the head, and he spills the last of his drink. And then he doesn't look so well, and he's just like, and he flops down onto the table, and Hrothgar wins their drinking contest.
That was an emotional roller coaster.
I got off on the wrong foot for whatever piss they're serving here, but I got you in the end, buddy.
That was a good match. We're doing this again. Another night.
Sounds good. When I wake up, I'm gonna just slam my head on the table.
All right. You, Azir, what are you guys? Relentless, Aelin? What are you guys doing?
I guess I'll pick up a glass of ale and slowly sip on it, watching everybody.
You, Relentless?
Signal to the bartender to bring another glass of ale. And I pick up a piece of coin from the big pile and just begin playing with it in my hand.
Aelin,
Mm-hmm.
you, Relentless. Give me perception checks.
Kidoki.
OMG.
Not very perceptive.
I'll lie.
You, as you pick up that coin and start flinging it with your hands, you look and you see a red, like, claw reaching up onto the table and taking a fistful of gold coin.
What?
Oh no.
And it slowly starts dragging them back till and the hand starts to go under the table. What do you do?
I reach out immediately, grabbing by the wrist of the hand here.
Give me an athletics.
That is.
Damn. Damn.
So as you reach out and you put your hand on top of the red one, the second you touch it, it goes reaching back under the table, and you hear some scurrying, and it got its fistful of coins, and it goes, and you hear some scurrying. Are you going to try and keep track of it?
Yeah, let's try to keep track of it.
It may have eyeballs.
Exactly.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
The exotic creatures taste the best. Relentless. Also, welcome back.
All right, give me another perception check.
Get him.
I can see
Yeah.
shit, I just can't catch shit.
You see this red blur zig and zag through people. Run, Barry, run. But it seems to get away in the crowd of people. And you see it run off to your like southeast.
I'd like to try to follow it through the crowd as I go to leave the table, telling them that something has stolen gold from them.
So you guys, here you go. Something just took a bunch. What he said. Something just took a bunch of gold from the table, and I'm gonna go see if I can track it down. So start moving in the direction you believe you went.
Southeast, assuming that the top of the map is north.
Yes, it is.
Okay, this way-ish. Maybe not that far. I don't know. Your discretion on that.
You're
I'm going
surrounded
to-
by a lot of people, and you don't really see it at the moment. Do you want to?
Can I look around for it then?
Yeah, you want to give me another perception check?
I will.
You have seemed to have lost track of him.
Kind of continue through the crowd, scanning around,
All right,
hoping to see, but
give
Didn't
me
he tell
another
the rest of the
perception
people at
check.
the table that something stole it?
Well, two of us are passed out from heavy
Yeah,
drinking.
two of you guys are really drunk, and he said that and just walked off.
Can I also see if I can find this thing he's talking about?
All right, move to where you're following him.
there we go.
Crits.
You step on it and it dies. Oh no.
Real quick, am I one of the people that are passed out from heavy drinking?
No, that's me
If
and
you've been
Rothgar.
drinking the whole time, like with them, then yeah. I mean, you're not drunk yet because you didn't go into the whole contest thing, but you're getting there.
Real quick though, Jack, does real life drinking matter, or is it just in game drinking?
Just end game, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I need to clarify.
Well, your real life blood alcohol adds to your characters.
If I'm,
and-
am I
All right.
also in character drunk?
You have a racial bonus to depression.
So true.
I'd like to drink away this pain.
How did you know that's on my character sheet?
How do I roll for this?
Oh, should I
So-
do perception?
Yes, that's what I was waiting for.
I'm so sorry.
He's too busy reveling in the funnies.
I don't see shit.
You
but
lost
my
track of you at this
acrobatics are always on point.
Jack, I didn't drink my face off, so is it possible that I can do an investigation?
Well, I thought you were up here doing yoga dancing or whatever.
Yeah, but somebody stole our gold, and you was pretty serious about it. And you don't normally joke around, so we're trying to party, and they're taking the source of my light reflecting. So this is a problem. Yeah. Anyway, aren't they?
Give
still
me a
glowing?
perception check. You see him say that and get away. So get up and walk away. So where are you following him? Move to where you want to be, and then give me a perception check once you get there.
One moment. Why did it? Wait, hold on. Something wasn't right. I need to roll that
You rolled
again.
a nature check. You
Twi-
rolled another
twice.
nature check.
What the hell? Why is it set for nature? Oh, because yeah, this icon's like super small.
All right.
Sorry about that.
So when you're looking around and everyone's cheering and like it's very lively, but in the very back corner there's a person who is wearing a cloak and you can't truly see her body, and it's just sitting at that table, not really celebrating with anybody, drinking and eating alone.
Walk up, sit next to her, or stand next to her rather.
Okay.
You not enjoy the festivities.
Yes, I've heard of your adventures. Congratulations. Can I help you?
Yes, some coin went missing from our table and over on the other side here. A creature with a red hand was seen grabbing the coin and scampered off this way. Did you see anything?
Give me another perception check real quick.
Certainly.
Wait. Did we catch him red-handed?
Lol.
Technically,
God.
and she goes, well, the little creatures are usually the most crafting and best at taking things from people that they don't notice. Maybe you should check your bag and see if he's taken something from you just now. And when you look into your bag and check, your ointment is gone. And when you look back, it's sitting on the table.
That's a pretty good trick you have there.
Oh, it wasn't me. You shouldn't show all that coin. I'm sure he's not the only one that got to it. And you look over in the other chair, there's a red cobalt sitting in it, and he's flicking a gold coin up and down in one of his hands, just looking at you. And he's like, it's mine now.
Would you be willing to trade for it?
I already have it. What would I trade for it?
Something better. I happen to have an assortment of the tastiest eyeball, the likes of which I guarantee you've not had.
I don't need
Would-
food.
No persuasion?
Really, he's gonna call it food.
He's
But-
a kobold. He's going to call it food.
But, my friend, this is not any food. When is the last time that you've had such a delicacy as fresh eyeballs?
Those aren't fresh. I don't see you take them from Skull.
They were removed from Skull but 2 days ago. These are still very high quality.
Give me a persuasion.
I don't know why I keep alt tabbing.
Wow, and I thought he rolled low.
You is
No.
not a good
Oh
liar.
God.
You want to buy eyes?
Or not a good salesman.
I has eyeballs.
Take eye. Give gold.
Says it as he's chewing on it absentmindedly.
You see him like slump down and go back under the table and just disappear under the table. You're pretty sure he's still just hiding under there, but you're not gonna get the coins he took from you back.
Well, I stand here still talking to the cloaked woman. So, who are you? No, wait. Who are you?
She
Trademark.
looks at you and goes, "Yeah, Zeke can be like that. You should be careful. Others may have tried to take more."
This Zeke is a friend of yours?
He's a companion of mine. We travel together.
Oh, where does your
And-
travel take you?
My name is Raven Dark.
It's very nice to meet you, Raven. I am you.
And you see,
Sorry.
she leans forward and you see a, bluish purple hand extend out from under the cloak and pick up your ointment. And she she's spinning it in her hand and she's just takes the top off and looks at it and sniffs it and touches it a bit. And she's like, "This is very well made. Where did you get this?" And then puts the top back on and hands it back to you.
After putting the ointment back in the bag, I say that our employer has bequeathed certain items upon me. And this happened to be one of them. So that I can assist my friends.
Employer. Have you finished their task? Are you
No, we are in the middle
able
of it.
to be employed now?
If
You know that they said that they're looking for where Mankofa's cave is, and it might take some time, so you're free to do as you please until the information comes back.
right. Depending on your path, the path that you seek, we may take up your offer or your request, rather.
And you see Zeke's head pop up again, and he's like, "They have a lot of coin. They got paid very well."
We do good work, Zeke. Might
not
I
pay
have
you
my
that
items
well.
back? Well,
Okay.
let's have our items, our coin returned to us, and then we'll speak of work for you.
Upon hearing that, he ducks back under the table.
No deal.
And Raven looks at you and goes, "Your companions seem to be partying it up, but if you're willing to hear my offer, I'll propose it to all of you in the morning."
Sounds fair. I'll gather my companions tomorrow.
Can I walk over?
Yes, you can see. You have not seen Zeke. He's been to hide and go. You only see Raven Dark.
Mm.
And Azir and Relentless, you guys can move up as well.
Can I ask you if you found where the gold went?
We'll ask him.
Oh, did you find where the gold got to?
I did. Zeke has it.
Who is Zeke?
Zeke is a friend of Raven's here.
Aileen, give me a perception check.
Cool. Eep! Why do I always fail my perception checks? What the fuck?
All right. Continue on with the conversation.
So I told you he's a friend of Raven's.
And who is this Raven?
This lady here, this is Raven Dart. Her friend Zeke is currently under the table. Here.
Relentless, what are you doing?
Do I hear their conversation?
Yeah, you're standing right there.
Just making sure. We're talking in some secret bird thief code.
Give me a perception check, Relentless.
All right. Second.
As you is pointing this out to you, you feel a hand go into your back pocket.
Unarmed strike.
Are you gonna literally
I'm
lash
punching
out at
him.
him?
I'm gonna punch him. You don't go into
All right.
men's pockets.
I concur.
What do you want me to roll? Pick a target.
If you're literally trying to attack him, then roll an attack.
It's just gonna be an unarmed strike.
Okay. He ducks under your fist and scurries back under the table. And when you do that, Aelin, you see him drop something on the ground, and you pick it up and you realize that it's the pull of collapsing Ravenous gave you.
May
Because I
have
give
that
one
back,
to
please?
Relentless and Aelin.
Oh,
Oh.
that one's hers.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah. He pickpocketed you, but didn't get Relentless.
Out of character, I think we should kill this thing.
Out of character, I agree. Thing's annoying. It's lucky I'm not.
And I'm gonna say if she wants us to do something, we shouldn't do it because we'll just be paid back with our own money, or rather, your own money.
This
Zeke's
is
money is not my own, and he does not fund our explorations.
Doesn't matter. Unless that thing gives back the money, we're not doing anything for you. Can I do?
Give me a intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
She looks you up and down and goes, "Fair enough. Zeke, please give them back their money, gold." And he pokes up under and he's like, "But you," and he angrily puts the gold back on the table. And he just looks at you guys and goes, "Watch your pockets.
you watch
There
your
are
neck,
more
little one.
thieves in town." And he just sits up on a chair this time, and he's just kind of pouting a bit. And Raven goes, "Yeah, he always seems to have extra stuff around, but he's one of the very few and special ones." And she kind of rubs his head a bit. And he looks at her and she goes, "Unlike most kobolds, this one actually serves a dragon."
Dragon.
But in the morning, if you are willing to listen to my request, I have something special for everyone. And what do you guys do?
I'll shrug, walk away, and go to sleep. How about that?
All right. Relentless, you?
What do you think, you? Can we trust these two? They've already stolen from us.
Zeke peeks up and he's like, I gave it back.
Are you muted, you?
Yes, he is.
I totally am muted. It is true. He did give it back. And while we may have to watch our pockets, they could make good allies.
Well, I'll be here in the morning when you desire to make your decision. I'll wait. And you guys can walk back. Is everybody ready to sleep?
Already doing it. Hear low rumble like thunder coming from snoring at this door.
So Ocelot hops off the table and picks Vincent up and is just like, I guess we better get to the room. I'm tuckered out and I want to sleep in a bed, not on a table. And because you're passed out, David. So Ocelot drags you away. And the barmaid looks over and it's just like, all right, we gave you guys the special room upstairs.
How's the weather outside?
Outside, it's just dark,
I go sleep on the roof.
some clouds. So you go outside and get on the roof.
Exactly.
By the way, the room is all the way to the right, so there is one there.
Yeah. We're going to call this roof.
Okay.
Oh, there is one there. Aha!
Ocelot gathered up all the gold that was on the table and the rest of it. And took it back to the room. And he got some assistance from some other adventuring types to carry Hrothgar and Azir, who are also passed out there. Because the barmaid is just like, they're not sleeping on the floor here.
I heard about
And
you
they go
all.
up, and Relentless, you follow up. It's all the way on the right there. Or hopefully, you guys can all see where I moved you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And night comes. You hear somebody walk outside and go, "Somebody on the roof."
I'm sleeping here. What do you want?
Get down from there. Act like you're civilized.
Hey, if you're not civilized, then how could you sleep on a roof? You wouldn't be able to make a roof.
Got him.
Well, they can't hear that. 'Cause you're in
Yeah.
your room. Yeah, this person's yelling at you to get off the roof.
I just fly away for a while, coming back in a few hours. No. I will sleep while I fly.
You cannot do that.
I can do that.
How?
There
Well,
are plenty of
my
birds that
hold on.
can.
I apologize. To rephrase in a less confrontational, it is part of the aircocker like description that they are able to fly while they sleep. They just kind of fly off.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
is the coolest.
Yeah,
So-
that's really cool.
Anybody who looks up into the night sky tonight sees a sleeping owl man flying across the sky.
Best adventuring team ever. This town rocks when we're in it.
Yeah. Everybody is so pleased that we're here. I actually, Jack, don't think I spent a single cent on ale the whole night. I think the town bought it for me. What do you think?
You guys paid for your own meals.
God damn it!
But it was only Probably about 4 or 5 silver.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that Ocelot as a bard, if he performs once a night, gets us free food and lodging.
So do I.
Oh, well then, there you go.
If he's an entertainer. So I guess Azir has.
He's not. He's not an entertainer.
Oh, okay.
I'm a gladiator, and it says specifically that I'm a born performer, and if I can always find some place to perform.
Did you perform tonight?
Yeah, you didn't.
I
because
did.
you didn't.
Great feats of drinking.
Yeah, that. I'm sorry. Not this time. So,
Sorry.
So he couldn't drink so well, they gave it to him for free.
yeah, no, he could not. So, you guys get up to the room, and the barmaid helps Hrothgar into the bed and plumps him down and goes, "You guys got the special guest room tonight for all your entertainment, free of charge. There's a staircase that leads down to the bathing area if you guys want to use that tomorrow in the corner. So, have a good night." And she walks away. And, all right, so Hrothgar, Azir, Vincent, you guys are all passed out. Ocelot goes to sleep. Aelin goes to sleep, and you is gone. And so Relentless, before going to sleep, Callie comes up and she's just like, it's still bugging me about my master. I'm going to go take a quick walk before I go to sleep.
Sure, that's a good idea. Would you like company?
I need to clear my head, but company wouldn't be so bad, I guess.
Okay, Relentless is gonna follow her out.
All right.
Middle of the night, U turns his flight around, heading back.
Yeah, you're just like circling the town.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved you guys over to this other empty spot I have that's just street. You see it? It's
I see it.
okay. So she looks at you and she goes, "I'm sorry, we didn't see your master."
And I'm sorry we didn't catch yours.
Yeah, I wish we had. He got away just slipping through our fingers. I wonder what he wanted. Looking for some kind of artifact?
Maybe it's possibly the reason for his so-called betrayal.
Do you think that's why your master left as well? Do you think he turned on everyone?
And the quest for more power seems pretty enticing to all types. I wouldn't be surprised.
Looking for some kind of item. They stole the artifact, but I've never, felt it, and they always made sure we were out of that room. Do you do you have any idea of what it did?
Would I actually know that?
You would know the legend like she does. It would be the same one about how the rumors are is that there are these two huge, like gargantuan size frozen statues of people believe a giant and a dragon, and they believe that through their fighting they got locked away in the ice, and that this artifact will free them.
And she's asking if I believe it to be true?
Yes,
Yes.
so do I. It makes me concerned that why somebody would want to release them. And give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. You succeed, and you feel a hand press right into your back as Callie's master is standing behind you, doing a palm strike. He's like, "Oh, as impressive as ever. Relentless. Roll initiative."
Oh shit.
Triggered.
More like tigered.
You guys are so funny tonight.
And as he appears in front of you, you realize that there are others with him. Where the hell is...
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Azir, you're the top of combat.
We're in combat.
No.
we're
not Azir, sorry. Relentless. God, what is wrong with
I was
Relentless?
gonna say, I'm in the room.
You're fighting your demons in your dreams.
Yeah, and you hear Callie is freaking out. She's like, "Master?" And combat has started.
She's no help. Just straight up in shock. Not to mention this guy just tried to palm me. So let's get it started in here. And the base keeps running, running, and running, running, and running, running.
Nice hit.
You guys gotta narrate, man.
Alright, what? He tried to put his finger in my butt.
Yeah, but we're streaming, son. You gotta explain what you're doing.
And you come
I just
out
did flurry of blows.
immediately turning on him, doing fury of blows, doing two quick strikes, landing solidly on his chest, and doing a third, which he gracefully dodges as you come to attack him. And he goes, "I guess this is how you want it." And he sheds off his cloak, and you look and you see him muscled up and ready to fight.
Oh shit.
Christian, this is an Armstrong versus the Butcher moment.
He's so veiny.
I think they need to have a flex off, Jack. Roll athletics.
And you dodge his first attack as it comes in at you.
I think I stretched this morning.
But not a
Cramp.
And he comes back with his own flurry of blows, and yet you seem to dodge both of his attacks. Two of his three attacks. And he's like, "Ravadora taught you well, I see." And then you
It's not the
just
only thing he taught
hear
me.
from behind you this woman's voice. And she's just like, "We didn't come here to play games. Let's get him. Let's get them, and go.
A new challenger.
And she walks up behind you and reaches out to touch you.
Miss. Damn it.
And you feel electricity shoot through your body as she hits you with shocking grasp. And you see this giant, weird dragon-looking creature come just charging in. And and it reaches over and tries to pick up Callie from behind. And she turns and elbows it in the face. And it lets out a hiss, and then it swings at her with the long sword it has in its hand. But it misses that as well. Callie, understandably, freaks out, turns around, does her flurry of blows, and turns and just starts swinging at him, missing her first attack, landing her second, and missing her last one. And then this one comes running over to the side as well.
Does he recognize that guy?
No, you do not
Okay.
recognize him. You also, when you're looking at him, notice that he doesn't exactly fit all of the descriptions of a dragonborn. He has a tail. And he tries to pick up Callie, and she worms out of his grasp as well. And in his anger, he also swings his sword at her. And he hits her. Oh my god. And Relentless, you're up.
Okay. So it seems that they're only here to capture Yukali. So I think tactful retreat is in order. And I am going to pop patient defense. And then pick up Kali like I normally do. And try to run back to the group.
All right, give me athletics check.
Okay.
And patient defense increases your AC, right?
It takes a dodge action as a bonus action on my turns.
So they have disadvantage against you, right?
Yeah, you can spend 1 Kai point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turns.
You reach out and you grab Callie and put her in your arms. And she's freaking out. She goes elbow you, but only like lightly taps you in the chest and feels the fur. And she's like, relentless. And you move out of their range.
Mm-hmm. The only ones that can swing on me would be the white Meridine and Meridiel and
Oh shit, that was supposed to be a disadvantage. Let me roll it again. Forgot it doesn't auto put it on while he lands his hit. And as you run all of 10 feet, you drop to the ground, Callie landing on you. And flopping to the side, and your eyes go dark. And that is the last thing you see. And when you get up, everyone is gone. You wake up the next morning as the sun glistens on your face, and a passerby comes by and he's like, "Why are you sleeping in the streets?"
Why
Relentless
aren't you?
just rubs his face and tries to recollect and put together what happened. There's a lot transpired in that short amount of time, and can't quite figure out what really happened, and if it was all just a dream.
Callie is nowhere found at the moment.
So Relentless is actually going to scour the area, see if there's any form of traces.
Give me a perception check. You can bring yourself to 1 HP, by the way. You look around and it's you don't you see some like marks on the ground and like where Callie, you remember seeing like the last of Callie fall, and then it's like they all moved to a spot and then their footprints just disappear. Like they just somehow they're just didn't walk away, like they're just gone.
Based on that fight, I'm sure they probably took flight or teleported like they did.
But in your search of looking around at the ground, you do see one item laying down there. Hang on, I gotta. You see Callie's silver necklace laying on the ground. You can put that in your inventory. If you take it, I don't imagine you leaving that on the ground.
I'm done with her. Leave it here.
So you search the streets up and down. There's no sign of anything. You ask some passerbyers, and they're just like, even like the guards, and they're just like getting ready to switch off night patrol. They're just like, they look at you and like describe to the guards. They're standing there. Describe them one more time so I can understand this.
Well, there was a man shrouded, a woman also shrouded, and then two dragon-like beings that attacked. One seemed to have the capability of flight, and the other one had a tail, unlike a dragonborn that I've seen.
And they just disappeared. We didn't see any white dragons walking around, and they you get a little drunk last night, and I can't not show this to everyone, so you're all going to see it. By the way, this is what one of them looked like to you.
Really?
Gross.
So,
Very gross.
and matter of fact, I have the other one here as well, I believe. So that's what the two dragon guys look like, and the woman in the cloak. There you go. So they look you up and down. They go. So they took your friend and just disappeared.
To my knowledge, yes. I believe that they may have flown away or possibly teleported. I'm not sure. But I was unconscious at the
Well-
time that they took.
We'll file a report with the head garrison, and we'll try and keep a lookout for your blind friend. If we see any white dragonborns or dwarves and women in cloaks, we'll try and check up on it. Where are you staying?
Here, most likely.
All right. We'll let the Adventurers Guild know if we find anything.
I appreciate that.
And he waves his goodbyes to you, and you return to the inn. And you're returning to the Adventurers Hall. What is everyone else doing at the moment? You're all waking up. Callie and Relentless are gone.
I don't think Azir noticed anything. I think he goes down to the bar to get his normal morning breakfast of mead and a small amount of bread.
Move yourself to the bar.
I roll and light a cigarette and then go take a bath.
Dave, it's so good. It's so good to hear from you.
So you open this door. It leads to a spiral staircase. If you look to the left side map, it leads down here. And it leads over here. And as you walk up, the first door says co-ed bath. And the next one down says men's. And then the next one after that says women's. No, further down.
The first one that says bath, I walk into.
I meant further down, like here. There's quite a few other people in here. Men, women, mostly humans, a few halflings, some half-elves, and maybe an elf.
I'm
Maybe
chain smoking and sipping from a flask.
they pay no heed to you, and they're just like wave as you come in, and there you go. Azir and you have gone to the bar to continue drinking.
I'm having breakfast.
No, I had like one last thing I wanted to do before I ended tonight.
Stay quick.
Well, I wanted to send you guys on the next to get. Everybody wakes up.
Oh.
So close, but yet so far.
Skynet wins again.
So I have to say, David, it's been wonderful. I think you should talk more often.
Well, now that my mic is finally working, I can.
Yay! Hey guys, welcome to the D&D real play stream, where none of us know how any technical shit works, and it's mainly chance that we're able to stream with you guys tonight.
Just like D&D. Roll dice, see what happens.
That's why Sensei over here has like 8 computers running.
How's vacation going, by the way?
That's going pretty good. Streaming currently from my laptop, remoted into my desktop at home. Signed into Discord under an additional profile that I had to create so I can get audio on both, since I'm not at my computer to register the microphone. So
Where are you on vacation at?
currently in Virginia, over at the Chincoteague Islands, Assateague
Oh,
Islands.
cool.
So yeah.
I'm gonna actually go down to Norfolk, Virginia, in like a couple weeks.
Oh, nice.
For vacation or permanent?
Some of Emily's family lives there,
Oh, okay.
But like the cool family, like there's this old woman that is